you go.
All right. I could probably set some mood music for this. Let's see.
I don't think anyone was ready for that.
I certainly wasn't, even though I liked it to be.
I wasn't, but I was impressed.
Bravo!
Same.
Thank you. Thank you.
But again, I'm
I
primal
felt in danger
myself.
of my life. That's how
I'm
convincing it was.
I'm primal switch, so I'm so used to the growling.
Hmm.
Primal Dom, so
Me not okay. All right.
I think he got me flustered.
Yeah. Okay. You're
that's
gonna.
not even like my best one. I haven't had like water today either.
I'm
So
cutting
like,
this off. I'm cutting this off right now.
all right, I'm done.
Alright.
I'm done. I'll stop.
Okay. So I'm gonna flip a coin. I have two groups for this. I have Rise and Marcus, and I have Sylvia and Alistair. Who wants heads? Who wants tails?
Heads.
I'll call. All right, I'll call heads.
I'll take
All
tails.
right. It is heads.
Oh wow.
So we will start with the library at Tulane University. Sylvia, you're working tonight. And through the
I'm
doors.
working late because I'm a singer.
Are you singing that to
I'm
yourself
singing
as you work?
Sabrina Carpenter right now.
Are you.
Really bad.
May I-
Canonically, Sylvia sucks at singing. Canonically, I, Lena, don't really. I'm great at it. But Sylvia
Yes,
is
not
awful.
not to brag or anything, and sis, you can totally stop me, but Lena is actually a very talented guitar and songwriter.
Thank you.
Aw.
Ooh.
Thank you. It's just my, my life's passion.
Run with it. Go
Thank you.
for it.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so
Anyway, Sylvia
fuck,
is dog
hello.
shit. Absolutely dog shit at singing.
awesome. As you are singing and probably returning to the desk, you see a familiar face walk through the door.
Who is it?
It's Alistair.
Oh, hey, Alistair.
Sylvia, what are you doing here?
I work here. You looking for a butt?
Sure.
Yeah, what is
Also,
Alistair doing here, sis?
Huh?
What is Alistair doing here?
Alistair, what are you doing here?
I'm just doing some research on the grimoire that we procured.
That's right. I remember that. Do you have it with you? I'd like to look at it. I didn't ever get the chance to look it up in the library.
Hey sis, you're a little bit quiet.
Oh, sorry. I wonder what's going on.
Is it your earbuds, like one's like far away?
It might be. Does it sound better now?
No, you're still kind of far away.
What about now?
Oh,
Very
jeez.
loud.
Holy
Okay.
crap!
Well, at least the earbud is working. I wonder.
How about now?
Better, much better.
Okay, it's good now.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so I'm talking to Alistair and I'm saying, oh, do you have the book with you? I never got a chance to research anything about it because I couldn't remember anything about it. And I was gonna try and look it up in the library because I just, know the Dewey Decimal System so damn well. Actually, we use the Library of Congress system here. I know that one too. But I never got a chance to look at the book. What have you figured?
I haven't figured anything out yet. That's the thing. have been charged with safeguarding this, so it would have to be with me at all times. Obviously, out of plain view, because it'll be a look quite weird for a student to have such an old text.
So where is it being kept?
It's with me in my dorm room.
Oh. Well,
I thought you brought it with you.
I brought the. I may have taken a couple of screenshots on my phone just so I've got something to go on.
Okay. And the book is in a safe place?
Yes.
I will make a note of it.
All right, can you repeat like the last thing you guys just said?
Where the book is?
I got that. It's in the door.
Alistair has taken a couple of photos of the book
Okay.
to bring with him to research.
Okay. So, hang on.
If we do
Salem,
need
how
that-
much?
Hmm?
How much do you have pictures? Like, do we the people, the players, actually know what the book looks like, what it says? What's what's like the research mechanic here? Or do we like go off keywords? Do we just like, make a roll for digging around in the archives?
Yes, it
Uh,
would probably be an intelligence plus something else roll.
I would like to know
but-
personally what the pictures that Alistair has say.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if I should ask as Sylvia or if we have that or not, or have an idea of what's on the cover.
Shall we reveal what I created,
Yes.
Moon?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yes. Absolutely.
We have a picture? Okay, I'm pestering Alistair. Show me, I really want to see it.
Okay,
I've been thinking about this for weeks.
okay, where do I upload it?
Fuck. Upload it. I know it's kind of
Because we don't have like
Upload it.
a session resources channel, do we?
We do not, actually.
Shall I just load it in the chat then?
Here. I will just edit the...
Yeah.
There.
Alright. Okay. Here we go.
It is in the tag Places and Things.
I see it. Okay, let me just get my masterpiece.
So excited.
I spent hours on this damn thing. Hyperfixation mode was like high key that night.
It's absolutely stunning from what I've seen.
Oh, I get why everybody's so rowdy today. You guys have been drinking.
Alright, just uploaded it.
Oh my god, that's so cool!
Yes. So, Sylvia, you pester...
Oh,
You
that's
pester-
pretty nice.
you pester Alistair into showing you, and he shows you a picture. It's stained and worn, and written in a language that is distinctly not Italian.
What language is this?
The only thing I recognize is that the text itself is written in a script that's known as Enochian, but the majority of this grimoire is written in Latin,
Huh.
except for this one page.
You'd think that I would know Latin by now. Sylvia is canonically also very bad at learning foreign languages, which is also happens to be the opposite of me. I
What
feel like
my
I would know Latin from Italian, but let's just pretend Sylvia doesn't.
From what I know of Latin, it's pretty rudimentary, but what's bothering me is that this one page is encrypted in Enochian.
Well, maybe there's something in the stacks on it. I mean, we have a section dedicated to cryptography, but I don't know if it's gonna have this spooky vampire language, to be honest with you. Believe me, I've pored over this library for anything related to being a vampire, and there's just not as much as you would think. It's mostly just like critical reviews of Dracula, like people write books about the book Dracula.
Well,
Scholars,
this
you
is
know,
it.
it is a university library.
Well, this isn't a spooky vampire language.
Well,
This
what is it?
It's one of the many scripts that occultists used in the Middle Ages to hide their records.
That does kind of sound like spooky vampire language, but I get that it was humans who made this up. That makes sense. Okay, well, there's a better chance we have that. We have a lot of medieval scholars at this university. Ooh, this is off the. What do you say when you're not in character? How do you-
Above table.
Above table. This is giving
Or
like Buffy
above
the
board.
Vampire Slayer. This is giving Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Giles in the library.
I agree. I
I'm
don't
like so
understand.
into this. This is so funny.
All right. So, your plan is to sort of look for all the books related to Enochian and Latin?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I will say this is an intelligence and investigation roll. You will each have +1 to your dice roll, Alistair, because Sylvia is helping you out and she knows the library better, and Sylvia, because you know the library better, and Alistair can help. And Alistair can help you sort through your choices.
This
So
is
I
such
will-
a good mechanic, Moon. Gosh, you're such a smart game player. Game master.
I will say
Okay.
this is a difficulty of 3.
Ooh.
Can you roll for me also? I'm sewing buttons right now.
Sylvia, you have a messy critical. You had 6 successes.
Oh.
Okay, I've only got 4 dots in intelligence, nothing in investigation. Probably should work on that next. 1 success. Oh boy. Can I reroll?
You can. Actually, why don't you do... I'll allow you to re-roll entirely. Do
Okay.
intelligence and academics.
There you
Intelligence
go.
academic. Oh, yeah, that'll be a little bit better for me. 5 successes.
Excellent. Any messy crit?
No, just straight 5.
All right. Sylvia, you are hyper focused. Nothing else matters except discovering all of this. This is like all the Indiana Jones, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You are obsessed with this and you
Yeah.
are focused on helping to solve this mystery. Unfortunately, or fortunately for Alistair, Sylvia keeps on piling books onto the cart. And she's like, what about this one? What about that one? What about this one? And as the pile gets higher, it's a little bit difficult to sort through, but you realize that there are a couple of gems in the general scope of all the books. And soon you have a pile of around 4 or 5 books at your disposal. Big novels. And things that would help research Enochian and sort of like the origins of the language. some other translated text to sort of compare to, stuff like that. Even a book on like chronicles of like alchemy and how it was used. The human side of alchemy. To be specific.
I mean, this is it, right? This is what we need to crack the code, right? Can we crack the code now?
There's a specific book that I think we might be able to use in this pile. Here we go. This one looks like it might be useful. Alistair pulls out a book that is written by John Dee that illustrates Enochian tables used in practical angelic magic.
Interesting. All right. I'm assuming you're taking all of your finds to like a back room of the library.
Oh yeah, we're in a conference room. A show. Like nobody's in there. I keep running out to like look for books and like check that nobody's at the front desk, and then I keep scurrying back in with another book.
You see Mr. Warren sort of see you looking around fervently and just says, "Sylvia, is everything all right?"
Oh yeah, I'm just helping someone with a big project they're working on. I just keep finding materials.
Ah, would you like me to watch the front desk then?
Sure, but it's past your shift time. You should be going home, Mr. Warren.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm sure it won't take long.
Okay, I'll be fast. Sis, you keep putting me in this position with Mr. Warren where I'm like abusing him.
He'll be okay.
I know that he's your mechanic for giving me an out, but he's so old. It would be better if he was like a college student who like wanted to apprentice and learn, rather than like an old guy who like needs to retire. Maybe I should have made it a kid.
I'll make a note of it.
Oh yeah, he should hire his replacement. Introduce a new character. Do that, would you?
I will. I'll make
Okay.
a note of it.
Excellent.
Anyways, with that settled, you now have access, unfettered time with Alistair to sort of figure all of this out.
Dance for
Okay.
me, Game Master. Dance for me. Make everything new now.
Well, she did ask me earlier what kind of story elements I should introduce for Sylvia, because I honestly have no idea. This is the first one I've thought of.
Ooh la la.
Are any of these like able to help us translate?
I think this one in particular would definitely be useful because according to the back of this, it lists a table of sorts. So I'm assuming it's an alphabet
Oh,
that was used to inscribe this.
interesting. Well, then it shouldn't be that hard to crack the code. We have the key to the code. Should we roll to see how long it takes us, sis?
Yes.
Or
so
are we, is if we roll poorly, we'll have to wait another
I will
day or
say-
something?
No, I will say this is another academics and intelligence roll, and you can both have +1 to sort of help figure out this sort of stuff.
Gotcha.
Intelligence and academics.
And since you're helping each other, you get +1. I'll say difficulty of, let's see. what would be? I'm gonna say difficulty of 4.
Oof. Okay.
Sylvia,
Uh,
you only got 2 successes, so would you like to re-roll?
Um, will it make my hunger go up?
No, but you will spend a point of willpower.
Oh.
You can re-roll 3 dice.
Okay. I'll reroll 3 dice.
I got 3 successes.
I mean, I guess what happens if I fail? I guess I'd wonder that.
You don't understand it.
Well, but then the story can't move forward.
Yeah,
Must be
I
your
know.
DM.
So, let's see. So, unfortunately, the willpower re-roll, no successes.
Oh
So
no!
you are still at 2. Alistair, you said you got 3 successes, correct?
Yes.
That
Well, Sylvia's
doesn't
canonically bad at language.
quite cut it. So you are able to translate a few words. It's slow going.
Oh, if we had done better, we would have learned more of what
Yeah.
it says. Shit.
You can translate a few sentences from Enochian into Latin, but
Oh,
the English is a little bit
I have to go find
odd.
books on Latin now because we don't
So
know Latin. Well, maybe Alistair does.
so
Well, above board, with this page that I created for us, I painstakingly wrote it in English, had it translated into Latin, and then wrote it again in Enochian. It was an undertaking.
yes. So the 3
You beautiful bastard.
sentences
Agreed.
the 3 sentences that you are able to see in Latin or translate into Latin are experimenta deferent.
Sorry. All right, I'll shut up.
Apologize
Dominus-
now.
Experimenta deferent. Dominus tremer vadit cum scientia, qui nos salvabit. Sanguis diaboli clavis est. You're only able to translate the last sentence. The devil's blood is the key.
That's fucked.
Dios mío.
Well, ugh.
What does that mean, though? The devil's blood is the key. Alistair is
This-
poring over this.
This is some sort of
Grimoire.
vampire shit.
Alistair is poring over this page and is noticing a couple of images. 3 images. One appears to be a portrait of an intimidating looking figure,
It's giving Frankenstein.
and the other 2 are barely discernible due to the centuries of staining on this page. The other 2 is a shield with 3 eyes, and the other appears to be some kind of flower. Devil's blood is the key, but what do these 3 images mean? I'm assuming that this is some kind of important character, but why does it look familiar to me?
Alistair, give me wits and occult.
Wits and occult? Okay, that is... Wits and occult. Oh, geez, there's a lot of dice. Okay. Difficulty?
Difficulty of 3.
Oof, okay. Oof. 3 successes with a bestial failure.
That still means you succeed.
Okay.
You got a 1 on a hunger dice?
Yes.
Okay, so if it were no successes and 1 on the hunger dice, that would be a bestial failure. You still have successes. You do meet it.
Okay, so 3 successes.
Mm-hmm. Whoop, who's here?
Hello, sorry I got disconnected.
That's alright.
I'm here.
Hey, Wolf.
Hey, Wolf.
I did send you a message, Salem.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
This portrait. Feel like I've seen this man before.
I did send you a message regarding that.
Yeah. This
Alistair, it hits you all at once. You've seen a very large portrait of this man in Lucretia's residence. This is
Oh, no.
Lord Tremere himself.
Did I see Lord Tremere?
No.
Okay.
Well,
So
you
I
see
don't-
the portrait, but you don't know who he is.
Right.
Alistair, however, that's Lord Tremere down on the page.
Why is Lord Tremere on an encrypted page?
Who's Lord Tremere?
He's the progenitor of our clan, the founder.
The Malkadians?
No, the Tremere.
Oh yeah, the Tremere. Duh. Sylvia's a little bit sometimes. Holy
He's-
shit. He's your grandpappy.
Not. Think of forefathers.
Yes. Forefather, not grandfather.
No, I have no relation to this person apart from obviously being of the bloodline. But these other 2 symbols.
Sylvia, I'm going to make a wits and resolve roll for you.
Oh. Resolve.
Would you like, you only got 2 out of the 3 successes required. Would you like to re-roll 1?
No.
Alright. You look at the 3-eyed symbol down in the left corner. You can remember another thing, place, something with 3 eyes. But it's escaping you.
Nerds.
Something wrong, Sylvia?
It's like on the tip of my brain, but I don't know. I don't fucking know. I wish I knew.
I've never seen this symbol before in my life.
I don't know. It's giving me this weird feeling, but I have no idea. Is there anybody else we can ask?
If this is anything pertaining to kindred, I don't think it's a good idea to involve a mortal in this.
Right, but is there any kindred we could ask? Or are we alone?
The only one that would know anything about this is my sire, but she will not say anything about this.
Why not? Code of silence?
I don't know. This has been eating away at me for past night, and I can't help but feel like there's something she's not telling me. And I feel like this page may hold the answer.
The
Especially
blood
since
of
this
the
is,
devil.
especially since this is our progenitor. This is the founder of
Did she
our
know him
entire bloodline.
personally?
No, she would not. No, she's not even a Methuselah.
Either
Anyway.
one of you can make a wits and resolve roll.
Let's resolve. Okay.
Sylvia, would you like to make another roll to see if
Yeah.
you remember? Okay.
Alright.
Just give me a straight roll.
Okay. One success.
What do I get?
You get 2 successes. Sylvia, you remember a split second before Alistair does while looking at this 3-eyed symbol. You remember you've seen somebody with 3 eyes.
Oh my god, it was that guy at that fucking blood party!
Excuse me?
You know when you guys were hacking up, there were guys hacking up that guy. He had like a spout in his wrist. It was fucked.
Okay, the only one hacking during that was Ophelia. I had nothing to do with this.
I know. But sis, wasn't there a guy there with 3 eyes? What was his deal?
It was Rise.
Our dear friend Rise, who has 3 eyes.
What? Wait a minute. What does this have to do with Rise?
Alistair, you remember all Salubri have 3 eyes. 2 normal eyes, and 1 eye above the other 2 in the center of their forehead.
We learned that Rise has 3 eyes. Well, I learned that Rise has 3 eyes at that party. This must be something specific to his clan, I think. Maybe a Salubri would know more about this. Or maybe the Salubri, this belonged to them at one point?
I don't think so. That line we translated. The devil's blood is the key. It's underneath that shield.
But
There's
But
also
then-
that. Hold on, let me. There's also that other symbol as well.
is there
Also-
another clan that has
Oh,
3
oh.
eyes?
Alistair
No.
points out. Alistair points out the faded image of
The
what
flower.
of what appears to be a red orchid.
Mm.
Where did I put? Oh, there it is.
Wow. That's so sick. Hello?
Hey, give me a second. I'm asking a question. Okay. So, Alistair, I need a wits and occult, or intelligence and occult. And Sylvia, I will do an intelligence and academics roll for you.
Okay.
This will be just a straight roll.
All right, just hold on. I'm just typing something.
All right.
Okay, so okay, so what was the roll that I need to do?
Intelligence and occult.
Intelligence and occult. It's gonna be a lot of dice for me. Oh,
Never
yep.
show what pulls from the vent.
4 successes.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Sylvia,
Hell yeah.
you've read a couple of stuff about a couple of things about botany. Red
Okay.
orchids are extremely rare but heavily prized. This orchid doesn't match any variety that you know of. And in the center, you can see it has a very specific pattern that doesn't match any record. It looks
like
almost
a
like...
skull.
Yes. Alistair, you remember an old legend. Some people were sent a red orchid flower before they were taken to be drained. And these weren't mortals either.
This is talking about diablerie.
What's that?
It's the most heinous act a kindred could ever perform. It's beyond murder. It's beyond cannibalism.
It's
When a
murder
victim-
cannibalism?
When a victim is drained of their blood, their soul is also absorbed.
Humans?
That
For Joe, I swear to fucking God, what is this music that you've made?
Oh, what the fuck? That's a way to break character.
What the hell did I come into?
You came into something serious that was soon interrupted.
Oh, spider.
Sounds like you guys are talking about cannibalism, which is something that I do frequently, so.
We're talking about a
There.
specific kind of spider.
Anyways. The
Wait,
fox...
so it's you're draining humans and eating their soul too?
No.
No.
What are you doing?
pertains only to vampires.
So you drain another kindred.
Not just draining them, completely devouring them.
Okay, so you're eating their blood and their soul.
In the most rudimentary terms, yes.
Okay, and this is a very big taboo because normally you don't eat the soul? Is that what I'm meant to understand?
Alistair recalls one of the lessons that Lucretia spoke of concerning diablerie. That Alistair had written it off as just merely an urban legend. The consumption of a kindred's blood to the point of final death, the soul's consumed with the vampire's heart blood. It's basically their absolute destruction.
I'm wondering how this is different from draining them the normal way. That's what I'm curious about.
My sire spoke of the Sabbat using this to gain power.
Oh.
But that doesn't make any sense as to what this has to do with the Salubri and Lord Tremere.
I wish I knew. I wish I understood. I feel like we need to investigate this, you know? Is Lord Tremere still around?
No.
Who's
No.
the leader of the Tremere?
Alistair, would you know this?
Above board, I don't think there is a acting.
De facto leader?
Hang on, let me cross-check that because I'm pretty sure there isn't. Because the only one that would still hold any precedence, but that's the
All right. So let's do one final. Let's do intelligence resolve. And see. Yeah, so intelligence resolve. Sorry, my heart is racing.
It's alright. In
Why is it
intelligence
racing?
resolve.
Excited for this.
We're gonna crack the code.
Okay, intelligence resolve. So that's go. Difficulty.
Give me a straight roll.
Two successes.
Sylvia has 3. Would either of you like to reroll?
We don't have
Yes,
enough?
yes, I would.
I'm just saying, like, if you want to put the pieces together more firmly. So, Alistair, you have 2. Sylvia, you have 3.
I'll re-roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Sylvia, would you like to reroll at all?
Sure, do it.
I got 3 successes.
Total?
Yes.
Sylvia has 4 successes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sylvia, you put the pieces together. Lord Tremere, the Salubri, Diablerie.
He does it.
The Salubri were the ones that were diablerized.
They were diablerized?
Mm-hmm.
By whom?
Who do you think?
The Tremere? Okay, wait.
Julia.
Can you actually tell me, like, does that mean that the Tremere or the Salubri were the ones that were like used in that, but it. I just wonder. That means that they got killed, right? It's not that they got 3 eyes from being diablerized. It's that
No, they were
they were
killed
discriminated against.
because of their blood. They were used because of their blood.
Because they're like magic?
Perhaps.
Because of their 3 eyes?
Perhaps.
Okay. Oh my god. I feel like this is like the blood of the guys with 3 eyes are the devil, the Salubri. They're the devils. They're the scapegoats. They're the sacrifices. They're the sacrificial lambs. It all makes sense. Lord Tremere totally ate a bunch of Rise's, like, you know, clan members in the old timey times. What the hell?
Hold on. Are you saying that my clan was responsible for? No, that can't be right.
A genocide?
I was told.
You
I was
look
told
at the
that-
page. You look at the page again, Alistair. Now it's all you can see. The red orchid, the Salubri clan crest, the portrait of Lord
red
Tremere,
orchid!
like a mugshot. It all points to this, and you find the translation for one of those sentences.
Holy shit! This is why your sire doesn't want to talk about it. It's shameful.
Lord Tremere has returned with the knowledge that will save us. The devil's blood is the key.
Ew. What do you mean save us? What were you guys going through back in Lord Tremere's days? What was happening? What did you need saving from?
There's. I think we need to fully translate this page. I need to know what's hidden here.
Yeah. If you need a break, you can come over. Have a
No.
pet
No,
rat.
No, I need to know.
Okay.
You all get a message. Some from an unknown number. And some from a known number. What was your favorite food? It's from Averjo.
Cocoa Puffs.
Anyone
Right.
can answer this.
Posted in chat.
Churros.
Ophelia will say steak. That was a luxury for her back then.
Rise will say, any kind of bread.
Oh.
Was that Reese's Puffs or Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa
Cocoa
Puffs.
Puffs.
Racist us.
No.
Stop it!
Racist puff,
Ow!
racist puff. You're gonna
Ow!
get canceled. You're gonna get canceled.
Wouldn't be KKK puffs?
No!
Jesus, Wolf.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I didn't start. I'm
Okay,
finishing
this
it.
is going right. This is going
Back
way
to the
off track here.
serious thing here,
Okay,
please.
anyways, sorry. I probably shouldn't have indulged that. Anyways.
My
God
apologies.
damn it,
No,
Fox.
no, it fits the character, honestly.
Huh. Sylvia, what was that other book that we found?
What was the other book we found, sis?
Alchemy. The human side of alchemy.
Oh shit!
And
It's just
and the many quests for humans to find immortality.
Okay, wait. Immortality. I don't know if me, the player, knows what that. We're already immortal. Why would they? They're not going to eat the salubri to become immortal. They're already immortal, right?
This is from the human side of things, so you don't know.
What do you mean that? Wait, what it usually indicates the search? That's what the book is about?
The book is sorry, what are you asking?
Where did I see something about immortality? I'm a little confused.
The book, it basically is a chronicle of humanity's exploits in the study of alchemy and the many different ways they've tried to find some sort of way to become immortal.
Right, okay. And why did I pick up this book in my search?
Because of the grimoire.
Because I was looking for alchemy books?
Because it's related to Enochian.
Oh, okay, Enochian. Okay, Enochian. That's the thread. That's the thread I was trying to capture. It's just this alchemy book. It had some Enochian language I was able to find in it. And its use in medieval alchemical explorations. Obviously, they didn't figure out the secret to immortality. At least, if they did, they didn't write about it. At least not in this book. But I thought maybe it would be able to help us figure out, I don't know, maybe this is related to alchemy too. Seems to be a popular language for that sort of content, but it was kind of a long shot.
Honestly,
I don't know
I'll
if it's
take
going to
it.
be able to help us.
Honestly, I think with this book by John Dee and the one that you have, this is like all we're going to be able to. We need to use any thread that we have to translate this. We need to find out in full what this page says.
You're right. Okay, well, let me know if I can help or anything. Do we just stay at the library and grind?
If
On
you'd
this
like to.
challenge? And
If you'd
maybe,
like to.
And maybe like change scene or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get the answers tonight?
We'll see. But
Okay,
why
we'll
don't we shift some scenes a little bit? Let's see. Rise, you pull up the news on your phone. You see that there's an exhibit at the New Orleans World War II National History Museum.
Ooh.
it's depicting what it was like on the front lines, and it totes to have artifacts from soldiers.
Oh.
As you look over it, you recognize an old cover. It's one of your old journals.
Oh my god.
In the museum.
Oh
Rise
my
was
god.
in World War II?
Yes, he was.
What the heck?
He's old. Rise is kind of like just staring at his phone at this picture. What the? That's my journal. That's my... And he's like getting up and he's like grabbing his coat and everything. And he's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
As
It's
you...
just full of gay writings.
Yes. As you presumably storm out the door, you nearly bump into Marcus.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
God.
easy there. What's going on?
It's, nothing. Just realized I was late for an appointment. Yeah.
Give me a wits and insight
Right.
roll, Marcus. Arise, see if you can do, let's see, charisma and subterfuge.
Gotcha. My poor 0 in subterfuge. Oh well. One success. Marcus will probably do better.
Not much.
Hey, it counts.
You can definitely tell that Rise is lying.
Rise. Come on now. What's going on?
Okay. Listen. So, you know how we talked about earlier, the war and everything? And, how I was there and you were there, good old times, you talked about that. But, listen, the New Orleans, and he pulls up his phone, I had a journal that I kept, and, they have it in a museum, and some of the writing in there is a little private, so I was going to maybe steal it.
Hell yeah! Nice, nice,
Mark,
nice.
You see Marcus goes to say something and then pauses for a second and is like, World War II museum.
Yeah. World War II.
I'm gonna come with you. I'm gonna make a call on our way.
Oh, really? You think you can get it back for me?
I can do my best.
Oh, that would
But
mean a lot.
it wouldn't. But you shouldn't rush to things. Let's take a walk down memory lane.
A walk down memory lane, huh? I mean, that museum is probably full of memories.
Yeah, but how many people can say they were on the front lines of the battlefield during World War II?
Now? Probably not that many.
I can name 3 people.
Well, me. Ophelia mentioned it, right?
You
Yeah,
guys
me, you, and
are
Ophelia.
so okay. It's obviously very tragic, but it's incredibly hilarious. I guess it makes sense.
I can't remember if Ophelia was actually part of the war or was part of the
She was-
war effort and was a
She was part of the war
riveter.
effort. She was part of the war effort. She was the inspiration for the. She was one of the inspirations for the Riveter girls.
She was
But,
Rosie the fucking Riveter. That's
Oh my
fucking
God, that's
awesome,
awesome.
guys.
But she was going to be allowed to be in the war because, even before she was embraced, she was inhumanly durable and strong. And they were
Wow.
like, maybe we should get this chick a gun. But then, they were like, nah, she's a woman.
Yeah.
Mood.
But she was kind of like kind of like athletes, where her boxing was kind of used as like press for like the World War II effort. Like, hey, that's a great Ophelia that's boxing for the United States of America. Shit like that.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
Both of her opponents
tell
are
you-
dead.
I can also tell you're feeling better, Spider.
Oh yeah, a lot better.
Unfortunately,
Well-
still no working PC.
Boo. Sad days.
Well,
Rise, you
let's-
also still have 1 point of aggravated damage.
Oh yeah, I should probably have taken care of that, huh? Whoops.
Well, let's just. So this
Oh,
is
no.
sort of parallel to the storyline. This probably would have taken place like in between. Let me look at the episode list here.
Just Rise just bleeding profusely still.
No, he kept a bandage on it. He's not that stupid. After wrecking
Got a
his
Hello-
fridge
Got a Hello Kitty band-aid.
on his little cheek.
I feel he would be the one. I feel he would be the one dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I healed all my damage.
Yeah. Rise was too hungry.
Let's see.
He
So
could-
it was probably in between. This is probably taking place in between 17 and 18.
Oh, so he wouldn't have had it quite yet? Because it was
Not yet.
last. Okay.
Roughly.
Yeah, because it was what, last session was 19 when that all went down?
Yes. So
Okay.
this is sort of like intermediary moments either before or after events.
Okay.
Canonically, I'm saying this happened before episode 18.
Excellent. So no bandage. Whoosh, pretend that didn't happen.
Oh, wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
Wait, shit. I forget what happens in each of these. Fuck.
Damn it, boom.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Because 19 last time was... So it would have been 18 that we did the 2 groups, and there was the one, right?
Yeah. 17 is actually when we did the 2 groups.
Oh, okay.
16 was the heist at the police office.
That was awesome.
Kitty, kitty,
Aw.
kitty.
That
Yeah,
was
this
fun.
would take place between 16 and 17.
Okay. The heist was, I think, when he actually got hit. So bandage back on.
No, 16 was the heist for the book.
Yeah,
When you
17
guys-
was the stakeout.
When you guys
Or
thought
would've
that
been
like
stakeout.
being that like what you were doing made you
yes.
invisible from
Sneaky,
camera,
sneaky.
then you
Yes,
weren't.
okay. No bandage. Retconned again.
My bad.
No, it's all good. All right, no bandage. That didn't happen yet.
Anyways,
Anyway, Rise will look at Marcus and be like, 3 people on the front lines. I mean, I know me, and Ophelia wasn't really on the front lines, but probably could have been, and we probably would have won the war sooner. But no mind.
Well, then that just means me and you. Huh. You know, weird memory, that thing. Anyway, let's go. Me and you, let's go. Come on.
All right.
I'll drive.
Thank you, Marcus. This would be really embarrassing. Oh god, how many historians have already read through it? Oh
Marcus,
god.
who are you calling?
Marcus was gonna like, hey, Ophelia, you want to come join us on this? Because we might need help.
Ophelia just texts back, "What did you guys do, and why do you need? And if you need my help, you do realize I am less than secretive."
Personal stuff, World War II in a museum, need to get it back.
You guys know I wasn't in World War II, right? Like they wouldn't let me.
Tell her you gotta do
Yeah,
some
but
national
someone with
treasure
your-
shit. You gotta steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yes.
Marcus sends back, yes, but with your strength, my charisma, and Rise's stealth, we can pretty much do anything. So, let's go. I'm coming to get you.
I'm in Ophelia's. Is Ophelia doing anything? Like,
I mean, would you like to be doing something?
That's the only thing I don't know is like, is Ophelia doing anything?
If you're doing something, I won't drag you along.
I don't think knowing Ophelia, she's probably not doing something. She's like, can I bring Molly?
Look at Rise. Look at the text. Look at Rise. Sure, why not?
Rise will glance back over and be like, "So who you texting?"
Are you guys at like the apartments?
Yeah, you're probably
You're
making your
leaving
way
now.
down to the car.
Oh, like when you get to the car, Ophelia's already there. She's like, I've been loitering here for like hours. I don't have anything to do tonight.
All right, cool. Get
Molly
in.
pops up. Molly pops up from behind her.
Ophelia lifts like what looks to be like just like a huge slab of meat. She like opens her mouth like almost like unnaturally.
Oh
so
wait, actually, before you left, there was a package in front of your door.
She looks at it and she's like, Molly, is this that love sense thing you were telling me about?
What? Let me see. And she like peers over the shoulder. She peers over her shoulder. No, I don't think it is.
No,
you
it's
know,
too
last
small.
time I got a package like this, it was a bomb, and I lost I lost 3 fingers.
Ouch.
You can give me a wits intelligence roll to see if it is a bomb.
It's not a bomb.
Is it a bomb? Do I see bomb? Bomb!
Or you could give me wits awareness if you want, or wits.
I'll go wits awareness.
Okay.
Because I have a decent amount of wit awareness.
It's not a bomb. It's the beast. It needs to be let free.
It is definitely not a bomb. And holding your hand over it, it actually feels kind of cold.
Okay, first off, whoever said that, the last thing you want is Ophelia's beast to be free. Moon and I have talked about it. That's the last thing y'all want.
Oh, definitely.
Like, you thought
It's
everything
made
else was bad.
So the box is made out of styrofoam.
Oh, Ophelia just opens it. She's like, oh, wait. She opens it.
You're greeted with a layer of plastic wrap, and a delicious scent wafts out from the box.
She's like...
The note reads, Big fan, love your work. Heard you got into a brawl. Hope this helps. Was told you like him this way. Signed, a fan and admirer.
Ophelia looks at it and looks at Molly and looks back at it, just like,
Do you remove the plastic wrap?
Yeah, she like, shh.
On ice, it is a whole-ass human kidney.
Ew!
Ophelia's like, and she looks at the note, looks at the thing, and is like, hey Molly, isn't this similar to that one guy from the creepypasta shit that you said you liked in high school?
I mean, kind of, but like, ew, like, who the fuck would send you a kidney?
Oh, who knows?
Okay.
It's like, who the fuck would send you a kidney? Oh, who knows?
So you do eat the kidney.
Yes, but then she's also gonna be like, Molly, it's like, Molly, do you wanna go loiter around Marcus's place with me?
Sure.
Cool. And Ophelia's gonna put the styrofoam box next to the garbage, and then she's gonna go and grab some like raw slices of like just meat from the fridge and just. Do you want something to eat while you're gone? No, you can't have one of my human steaks.
Do we have any regular steak?
I mean, yeah, we always have regular steak. You and your red meat fetish.
Look, it's a craving. I got it after you gave me some of your blood. Speaking of, when can I have it again?
Ophelia's like, give me a second, and she like will pull out her knife and just kind of shake her hand and be like, "Here you go, Molly."
Ew, you guys are kinky freaks.
No, this is actually how you create a ghoul. You feed a mortal kindred vitae.
No, but Molly is kinky. Molly is kinky
yes.
though.
She is very
This is while this is how you like, you make a ghoul and stuff. It is kinky for Molly.
It's fucking funny.
Isn't it also a blood bond?
What?
Isn't it also a blood bond to do that?
Yes, but that's between two kindred, and you have to feed from them 3 times.
Oh, that's right.
Interesting.
Sorry, brain not fully functioning. Haven't had coffee yet.
No, it's all right.
Oh my god, what time is it for you?
Though, if I remember correctly, they don't need to be aware they're feeding on them.
Salem, what time is it for you?
It's holy crap! It's almost noon here.
Oh my god!
Go grab some coffee, dude. Like, we're not gonna be doing stuff for a while, so.
Okay, coffee break.
I should make some decaf.
So, Ophelia, you do eat the kidney.
Yep, just hope.
I will make a note.
Oh, good, wonderful.
Dun, dun, dun.
Molly is instantly at your side and drinks maybe a bit deeper than she should.
Ophelia pulls away and says, "Alright, let's go harass Marcus." She takes a bite of the of the steak and just close up her hand. Just
it's so good.
I know.
Fine, let's go.
And then,
I love you so much.
Yes, I love you too, but I'm also aware of what blood does to you, so let's not let those emotions talk too much.
She just gives you like big puppy dog eyes as you just run out the front door.
Ophelia is armed as usual, and then, cuts to them, and Ophelia just,
Rise is immediately flustered, and he high-pitched squeaks like, "Ophelia! Molly! Oh!" Looks over at Marcus. Great!
Hey, Rise, what's going on?
Well, I had a personal issue I was attempting to take care of, still staring at Marcus. And it seems like you, looks over at Molly and Ophelia, are along for the ride today. I'm so excited.
Why do you sound so unhappy about this?
I'm not. You know I love seeing you guys.
Ophelia's look is just still the same.
Marcus pulls Rise in really close and is like, "Look, we have a distraction." And then looks back over at Ophelia and Molly and is like, "Me and you will handle things together, okay? We needed a little extra incentive of things to go well."
I guess. All right.
So what exactly, before I get into this, what exactly will you need my help with?
Well,
we need you to be a distraction.
A distraction for what?
We are going to steal something from a museum.
Yeah.
Maybe more than one thing.
The New Orleans.
Oh shit, we're
World War II museum.
Oh shit, we're Indiana Jonesing this bitch?
Yes.
Closer to National Treasure.
Well.
Tomato, potato, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You in or you out?
Ophelia just is looking at Marcus, looking at Rise, and is like, "What exactly is in this journal?"
Journal? Who mentioned a journal? No one mentioned a journal. Above board.
Smooth.
I don't think a journal was mentioned, FYI.
I also don't think a journal was mentioned.
Well, then she's like, so what exactly is in this thing that you need?
Well, it's a personal possession of mine, and I lost it, obviously, a long time ago, and
Do you
I'm
want my help or not?
yes, and I'm telling you what I want to tell you.
Is it a diary?
It's not a diary.
It's totally a diary. It's totally a diary.
It's not. Miss
Oh
Molly.
my god!
Miss Molly, please.
Oh my god, Rise, this is. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh, but this is. Fucking hilarious.
He does the, like, curl up in a corner, like, facing away. Like, oh my god.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. There's probably, like, really personal shit in there, but, like, this is literally Interview with a Vampire. Okay, let's do this. Where are we going?
Just points
Ophelia-
over at Marcus. He's driving.
I already got the directions. Hop in the
Ophelia
car.
just pinches her brow. Just, fine, I'll help. However, you have to remember the type. You have to remember the type. You have to remember the type of distractions I do. She like holds up one of the tire irons and just.
Can't you, I don't know, make out with Molly instead?
You think I'm gonna make out with my escort of a girlfriend in the middle of a museum?
Yes.
Molly. Marcus in the front seat, starting up the car. Molly, if you do it, I'll give you $100.
Deal.
And I'll make you those cookie brownies again.
Deal.
Excellent.
Marcus backs up, drives off.
Just the irritated sound of shotgun being loaded.
You can tell when it's irritated.
Yeah.
While Marcus is driving, he's gonna loosen his tie and undo the top 2 buttons of his collar. And you can, Rise, you could see, considering you're probably in the passenger seat,
Yep, claimed.
the studded beads of dog tags around Marcus's neck.
Rise will kind of do a glance over.
Yeah, the studded beaded necklace that leads to the dog tags, that's like on his neck.
Rise will glance over and be like, so, whose are they?
Marcus pauses for a second. My brothers.
Oh, that's nice. Is he still, you know?
I don't know. Last time we met, I had to knock him out.
Oh. Damn, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You know, my sire got her rubbing nails into his neck and started puppeteering him, and
Oh.
you know how things like that can be.
Crap. Damn, that, your sire sounds like a real mean person.
You could say the B word. Like, she was a bitch towards the end of it. Like, be real. But
Rise kind of tosses up his hands. He's like, listen, as someone who doesn't know what their sire was, male, female, in between, alien, I don't make assumptions.
Rise, you remember a female voice.
Ah. I see. I mean, I still don't like to make assumptions, but, if you say she was a bitch, I guess she was.
I mean, she turned my brother against me, killed my parents in front of me. Probably did more shit that I wasn't fully aware of, but who knows exactly.
Damn. She's a bitch.
Exactly, my point.
It's funny. I was thinking back on that time. I knew someone. You said, what was his? It was, a colonel I knew. It was funny. He had a similar name. Maybe the same last name. Payne.
Oh. Yeah, really?
Yeah, he was.
Interesting.
Man, he was so cool. He was just, when they bring in Captain America, and everyone is looking up to him and that's the guy you want to be? That was Colonel Payne. Taught me everything I knew. Didn't.
By chance, do you remember his first name?
Oh, yeah, it was. Rise looks a little flustered. Joshua.
Marcus heartbreaks.
Jesus Christ!
Shit, looks like we're here.
Oh, damn, you're right. Nice. Whew. Good call. I thought we were gonna miss it there.
Yeah. Hey, he starts turning into the parking lot.
You get a few angry honks from your hard break.
Oh,
Ophelia just sits up and looks out at like the back window and just dead eyes those people.
Dead silence.
Oh, it is really nice having Ophelia here. You're right.
Told you.
I agree.
Anyway.
It's been so long since we've been on a museum date.
Oh,
I know.
That's cute.
It has been a little while. Though I wonder if the museum will let us back after the incident.
I think that's a different museum.
See?
That's true. I think that's the Boston Museum.
Boston, huh? Good times.
Do I wanna? No, actually, I don't want to know. The less I know, the better.
We're probably about to get them kicked out of another museum, to be honest.
She smashed a guy's head into a urinal.
Ah, maybe we won't get them kicked out of a museum.
You know what? That's more fitting than what I was expecting.
Agreed.
To be fair, he did slap my ass.
Worth it. 100%.
I would have done the same thing.
Agreed. Anyway. Here we go. So, what? How exactly are we gonna do this? I kind of didn't think it through. I just saw the picture and, panicked, as I do.
Hang on a second.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the same way I always do everything. Half cocked and shooting at the hip. Let's go.
All right.
Hang on.
Pause.
That's actually
Ophelia
very
is
good
already
phrasing.
yeah. Ophelia is already outside and at the ticket door.
Oh my god.
Evening.
Hello.
Why, hello there.
I need four tickets. Specifically, if they require anything different to access the World War II exhibit, that would be best as well.
Ophelia, you turn your head and see a familiar face in the ticket box.
It's a black man.
No.
Oh no.
It's a tall man.
It's a very tall man.
And Ophelia just looks up and she's like, "Never mind, I'm not helping you guys."
What? Rise looks over. What's wrong?
It's that.
What?
It's like if Ophelia's just like, "I'm not helping." It's like, and then she pauses and she's like, "Nope, actually, I'm just not paying," and she just goes in. Just don't.
Rise will look into the ticket booth to see who it is.
Me too.
It's Averjo.
A gangly man cocks his head.
Buddy.
Averjo?
Hi there. And if you look down, you see a unconscious guy who looks like he has a ticket taker uniform on. Only the top half. The bottom half is gone and is currently on Averjo.
What?
He's wearing his pants?
Yes. They are too small.
Averjo.
Like there's like a good like 6 inches above his ankle.
Marcus lets out the biggest like belly laugh that he can.
Molly like looks over the car and is just like, Averjo? What the hell?
Hi there. Well, this is unexpected. What are you doing here?
Well, I was coming.
I'm here on a date with Ophelia. I don't know about those two guys. They were whispering about something.
He
Oh god.
unlocks the door and kind of cranes his head out and takes a step out, looking over at where Ophelia is going, and then looking back over at the group. I guess we can walk and talk. Ophelia, I would take a moment. There are cameras I haven't yet gotten to.
Ophelia doesn't care.
Dang.
Ophelia is already looking at some of the Rivet Women
This night
pieces on the walls.
Oh
This
gosh.
night is going to get a lot more complicated now.
Do you mind, Averjo, just... I'm sure Owl could take care of it afterwards, but you got access to the cameras real quick?
No, not at all.
Ah.
I don't know what you guys are doing here. I'm here, and as he turns around to look at Ophelia and turns away from the group, you see that there is both a hatchet and like 2 needles just jammed into the back of his back currently.
What happened?
And he's just kind of like, this is okay. This is something. Okay. All right.
What you got there, buddy?
What? He kind of cranes around his head again. What we talk about? What's going on?
Your back. You have...
An itch? Yes, I do have an itch. Can you reach it for me? He bends back.
My brother in Christ, you have an axe and like 2 syringes in your back. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Tonight's been complicated.
I can
don't
see.
know if you guys are going for a nice little trip into here. Maybe we can help each other? Possibly? Unsure?
Yeah.
Rise, you're the medic. You help him.
Rise will just be like, alright, give me a second. Come here, Averjo. I'm gonna get these out. It's probably gonna hurt, but, I have some stuff, motioning to his bag, if you need afterwards, okay?
I don't really feel anything right now, so sure.
Well, let's find out if this works, and he'll, like, start with the syringes and get those out, because that'll be pretty easy. And then he'll just...
Okay, so this will be an intelligence and medicine roll.
Excellent. Let's see if I don't fuck Averjo's back up. Difficulty?
Give me a straight roll.
Excellent. 3.
Takes a second. You managed to slide out the 2 syringes, no problem. The axe is a little bit tricky, though. You start to pull, and please close your ears if you do not want to hear a graphic description.
Okay. Taking my headphones off.
I'm carrying my headphones up.
You hear...
That's par for the course.
Anyway.
You hear and feel the resistance of his spine. By all accounts, 2 or 3 millimeters to the left, he would have been paralyzed.
Averjo!
That's how close it came to the spinal cord. But there are definitely some cracked vertebrae that definitely make their presence known as you pull the axe out with a sickening crack.
Oh.
Okay, all done.
Oh, hang on, let me. All safe. There we go.
While all this happens, he doesn't react to it and just kind of waits there eerily still as you continue to do all of this.
Rise will, like, look around and, like, just puts them in the a trash can randomly that he sees and turns back, and he's like, Averjo, buddy, you're good. Do you need anything? I have, because your back's looking not so great right now.
If you could, like, itch a little bit lower, you got most of it.
Oh, lower, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
just a little itch. Oh, wait, I can reach it. That's better. Okay. Yeah, all good.
As Averjo pulls his hand away, there's one broken off needle that his gangly fingers pull out. With a little...
You might want to drink a little if you catch my drift.
Anybody offering?
I mean, I have some stuff with me if you can...
I point to the guy that's passed out in the ticket booth.
Molly perks up a little bit.
You have volunteers, or you have the stuff that comes in a, well, I would say a can, but it's not quite a can.
Actually, Molly, do you mind if I take a drink? I'm like really hungry, and I could really use it before going in.
You feel an overwhelming sense of just, even though Ophelia's not there, for some reason you just feel as if she's glaring at you intensely.
I'm feeling...
Just a small bite, looking around into the oasis, like just like
Make
quick
it quick.
sip.
Make it quick. No intimate spots.
The wrist.
Alright, so I'm assuming that this is taking place in like in the hallway behind the ticket booth.
Yeah, I figured all of this was behind.
Yeah, we have not followed Ophelia into the into the museum yet.
Averjo does not partake at all. I'm kind of hungry, but not. I'll just let things be.
Averjo, my friend, I'm more worried about the fact that you have possibly several open wounds and perhaps your back may just give out at some point.
Past that point for tonight. And when he kind of looks over you, it's not a blank expression, but it is a non-plus expression of... If you were to insightfully look at him, you would get the idea that he is more or less more lucid and numb than you usually see.
Hey, Averjo, buddy, pal, why don't you head over to my
Marcus.
speakeasy and drink to your heart's content, okay?
Marcus, it's an oddity, and I hope you don't take it. Craving tonight just doesn't feel right in a certain way, and I'm looking to feed some of my older habits. Would you mind if I took a little bit from you today?
From me?
Yes.
So this will induce hunger in Marcus and also cause aggravated damage if the wound is not sealed. And this will slake hunger for Averjo.
Right, you got those pouches, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what, Averjo? Yeah. And he puts up his arm.
Rise is already taking out the pouch and handing it to Marcus.
His eyes narrow like those of a cat's, and leans in and takes his tide.
Marcus is gonna sip from the pouch like it's a Capri Sun.
Rise will kind of like look and then like look away, being like, oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen kindred drink from each other. This feels taboo.
Yeah.
This is a new one for me.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that like you're not supposed to, but like you can do it in like a pinch, but like you can't go all the way. That's like real bad. Ophelia says that that's a real big no-no.
Yeah, kind of the kindred equivalent of the highest degree of murder.
He kind of, after he takes his bit of tide, reducing his hunger from 4 to 3 for now.
Oh
and
shit. Okay.
And healing up the superficial damage that was given.
Just don't forget to close it.
No problem, my friend. He seals the injury and stands up a little bit more fluid, with a little bit more fluidity.
You both feeling
Did
okay?
you have like a little bit of weed earlier today? I'm getting that taste. Or is this something else?
That was the stoner I ate from earlier. That was definitely an interesting taste. I was definitely feeling it. It was like eating an edible again. I haven't done that since, fuck,
Jesus.
43.
I'm sorry, above board, what you just described, Jordan, it reminded me of fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where Spike talks about feeding off a flower person and spending the next 6 hours watching his hand move.
I fucking love Spike.
I've never seen, so that's entirely funny to me.
I love Buffy.
Well, it was. Thank you. I can. I think I've come what I've. You know what? Maybe I'll stick around for a little bit. There is something I still require from the museum that I have to gather, so I'll help with some things. Yeah, I'll just stick around for now.
You two, for show? You got something they found and are keeping in here?
A large majority of what is laid to rest in this catacomb of history is been given to the museum by yours truly, so
Really?
there's some things I need to recuperate.
Oh god, did that happen to include a journal from World War II with a, flower on the cover?
Flower. It sounds familiar.
Rises in his head like, oh no.
Was Average just like scavenging in the trenches of World War II of dead bodies? Like, is that a canon?
Who knows? We're about to find out, I'm sure.
Like, how the fuck did Average get your shit?
Well, we don't know.
I mean, feel free to ask in character. But
What kind of flower, Rise?
Knowing him, it probably would have been something stupid like a tulip. Because it's easy to draw.
What kind of flower was on? It's scratching a piece of my brain that hasn't been scratched.
It was
a
tulip, maybe?
Tulip? No.
Rise is like paling even more if he could. Oh, so you do know it.
Oh man, the fluidity to my memory tonight is much more than usual. Yes, that journal got me through the 80s.
Oh god. Oh god. Avershow. Gosh, Marcus. Avershow, my friend.
Yes?
I'm begging you. This is the one thing I ask you to forget. That's my journal.
He opens it up when he gets it back, and it's just annotated.
Oh my god. We'll put that in canon. Hang on, what'll happen?
I'm sorry. I can't help that, but goddamn, that sounds so good with canon right now.
I know.
That's such an
even the
Avenzo
orgy?
thing.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing!
Excuse me?
It didn't happen. It was
Okay.
that you didn't read anything about that. I was a soldier in World War II. I wasn't having orgies.
I'm looking this up right now. I'm looking this up.
Rise,
I'm risking my
dog.
search. I'm risking my search history by doing this. I am searching World War II orgies.
You know that there's going to unfortunately be a Hitler stripper out there that's gonna show up somehow.
I hope it's just gay soldiers. To be
Above board,
honest.
sorry.
Above board, Rise. Did this have to be a red tulip that they drew on?
Well,
No, that was an orchid.
No, I'm talking about the tulip because there's actually different meanings for tulips depending on the color. Red in particular means love or lust.
it was so above board for y'all. This is his journal during World War II, very much a diary of what was going on. There are some particular but there are maybe in his fantasies, but not in. But yeah, anyway, he may have written about it, but it didn't actually happen. There is some information about a certain crush he may or may not have had, and it was a man, and that was it was the fluidity of like, oh my god, I'm not gay. Holy shit, I might be gay. Doesn't matter, I'm dead. So.
Gotcha.
That's kind of
If
how
you'd
that.
only let me vamp a little bit longer, I was gonna get around to something of an innuendo around that.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Above board still,
Oh.
or
Above board. My search history is a little cursed now. However,
Let me go take a piss real quick while we go on this tangent. I'll be right back.
Mine's always cursed. You should see how the shit I look up.
I know.
Ophelia's not even here for this entire conversation.
There were, and still are, military orgies.
Well,
yes.
Listen, it was lonely in those trenches. Come on now.
And listen. You stick a bunch of barely past prepubescent men in a cramped space where there's a lot of stress, and the only stress that they know and have access to is their own bodies.
There's bound to
Shit's
be.
gonna happen.
Rise is neither confirming nor denying anything that may or may not have happened in the trenches.
The military has always been gay.
Yes, I mean there's no 2 cents about it.
For better or for worse, the military is gay.
Looking back at the Greeks.
I just found it pretty interesting that you mentioned tulip because in the language of flowers, tulip is an expression of a deep and perfect love, and depending on the color, red is either love or lust, or pink is like an innocent love.
I would say probably pink, knowing Rise.
This is truly a chaos session, and I love it.
Anyway,
Okay, we're getting a little bit off
Sorry.
track.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
Anyway, back in.
You might want to clear your search history, Jordan.
All right. Under
Back
the
in.
table.
Yes.
Or on the table.
Sure.
And dreaming.
Yes.
Yes. I think that particular piece is on the second floor, which is incidentally where I need to be. So,
Excellent.
let me help out Ophelia so she doesn't trip all of the alarm.
Yes.
He's already in there.
Please.
Just
how long have you been talking?
He
Ophelia's
activates
been in there for a
Ghost in the
while, but
Machine.
And
you know,
remind
we
me
should
what
probably
that
wrap
does.
this up.
Makes roughly from what I remember, you can use your obfuscate abilities on electronics. So I can make us look like normal, just nobodies, because I'm using Mask of 1,000 Faces in here as well.
Okay. All right. So off you go. All good.
Excellent. I really appreciate this, Average Show. This, it means a lot to get this piece of, myself back.
Yeah, when we're trying to look at our past and see a future but live in the present, some people are stuck in the present. Having pieces of the past to define how we see us can bring closure to what we need.
Yeah, I feel that.
Does that make sense?
It does. And, this is the last piece of someone really important to me.
Yeah.
Man, I do miss him sometimes.
He sounded like a pretty cool dude.
Oh, he was. You have no idea. He's the type of guy who could have picked me up and broken me like a twig. But, in a cool, is it appropriate to say sexy way?
We should probably go get that before someone else sees it.
Yeah.
I mean,
as you walk, hey Rise.
Yes.
Can you make a wits and insight roll?
Oh dear. I fear. Insight.
Difficulty of 2.
Wits. What is my heightened senses plus 2, right? Yes, okay. Submit. Plus 2. Difficulty 2. 4 successes.
You notice a glint, and then you notice it again, and your senses zoom in almost to a microscope-like level on the dog tags around Marcus's neck, which he has pulled out and is fiddling with.
Hey, wait a minute. And he'll, reach over for Marcus to, grab the tags. Wait a minute.
Hey, what's up?
Why do you have those?
What do you mean?
Those are Joshua's, aren't they? You mean, wait a minute. Your brother? The brother you told me about. That's the Joshua Oh my god.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how appropriate it is for me to, oh god, I didn't know it was your brother.
Molly pops up. Is he the one you had a crush on?
Molly!
It totally was! Oh my god! What a small world!
Small world, yeah.
Small world after all.
He glances up at Marcus.
Average is the last person I want to hear sing "It's a Small World After All."
Very true.
Molly kind of grins and leans in and says, "I bet he wasn't small."
Miss Molly, I have no idea. I could ponder a guess, but I have no idea for real. He disappeared, okay?
Molly is just grinning, ear to ear.
What do you mean disappeared?
He was my colonel. He was working under Garrett for a while, and just one day they said he transferred.
We should go. Let's get going. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Make another wits and insight roll.
Oh lord.
Love triangle.
Wits. Oh, y'all have no idea.
By the way, Moon, that message I sent to you goes to Molly.
4 successes.
You can definitely tell that Marcus knows more than he's letting on. He seems very anxious about your line of questioning, especially what happened to Great Colonel Joshua Payne.
Marcus, tell me what happened to him. Is he still? You said your sire got to him. Oh God, is he a kindred now?
100%. I am not sure.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess that's okay. I wouldn't wish it upon him. You know, he's the guy who would live a full life, have kids. You know, it's just who he was.
We have things to do. We came here to do stuff. We should go. We should get going.
I mean, I guess okay. He kind of like has that like kicked puppy dog look. Just wanted to know about Joshua.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen Joshua since 1945.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. I guess that was pretty selfish of me.
Only a few years before you had your last edible.
I know.
My last edible was in 43.
Yeah.
Oh, that was before. Okay, that was before.
Anyway.
Did they even have edibles back then?
I'm sure they did.
They had hash.
We were on the other side of the world.
Hey, some thin bloods really got up to some weird stuff.
Now, Ophelia, be nice.
No, the average Joe did not warn Ophelia.
Anyways, I guess it makes sense. We should just get the journal and never talk about this again, I guess. Might as well burn the journal, I guess.
You wouldn't have to burn the journal. That's part of something when you were human, you know?
I mean, I don't want to, but, you know, I don't want you to feel awkward with what may or may not be written.
Awkward? No. It's not like I'm gonna read through it. That's your stuff, you know?
I appreciate that, because I would feel awkward if you read through it, knowing that's your brother. Oh,
it's
sorry.
a good read.
Yeah.
Averjo!
Oh, hey, look, you're on the second floor already.
Excellent, thank you.
Wow, it's like plot progresses.
Thank God for plot progression. Oh
you
my God.
can see that this exhibit has been laid out with a lot of detail. It goes into sort of what life was like on the front lines, like the collective experience, and then it focuses on specific experiences.
Rise
it
is kind
goes
of... God, sorry.
Into... sorry, I'm just pulling up some stuff.
Bagel bites.
Alright. It goes into sort of how things went. Different events of the war. There's daily life, there's medicine, there's looking back at home, and there's also experiences from battle. Any of you can give me a wits and investigation roll.
Excellent.
Sure, why not? Do I have any investigation? I do not. Never mind. Ophelia's just gonna point out to Molly, be like, check it out. I'm in this one.
Oh, wow, yeah, it does look like you.
6 successes.
It doesn't look like me. That is me.
2 successes.
Bestial failure.
Oof.
Ooh. Did you want to re-roll?
No, that's par for the course for him.
I swing both ways
Okay.
finally with the bat. Come get some motherfucker. Yeah, that is very much Ophelia.
So, what is... Okay. Everjo, It's like you walk into a room and you forget why you've gone in there, but you completely forget. Like, why were you here in the first place? Like, what is this place? Where are you? What are you doing here?
May I make an annotation to that?
Yes.
I think a extreme headache starts to set in that knocks all thoughts away from him. All recollection of the short-term memory that he has and what has happened, because the searing pain of the web suddenly, surprisingly, is much clearer and louder than it's ever been in a long time.
It's like a flashbang goes off behind your eyes. Millions of voices, hundreds of lights. Your vision is flickering. It's so loud.
No, nothing. Sylvia? Wait, no. What's going on?
Sylvia, you feel your name be called across the cosmos by a very old and powerful force. You hear Averjo's voice clear as day in your head.
Wait.
Ew, Averjo, get out of my head. What the fuck?
What? Who are you? What's going on? What?
Averjo, are you okay?
The glass. It breaks again.
Hey,
No.
hey, buddy. It's okay. Just
Who are you?
Molly looks back at Ophelia like, something's wrong with Averjo.
I can see that. Molly, get behind me.
No,
Molly, now.
he needs help.
We will help him, but if anything is to happen, I need you behind me.
I need the blood. The blood. No.
Averjo?
I need the shiny mirrors.
Hey, buddy, it's
What?
Rise.
Buddy, you good?
I think at this point I think while looking at the faces of people he does not know, he looks away from them and sees the one thing that he doesn't have to see to recognize, but remembers that he wants. And he sees a grenade that is within a case of glass over near a beautiful book with a tulip on it.
Rise will kind of look over.
It's an old training grenade. So it's hollow.
Are you trying to get rid of it? I need it. And the voices, they don't care. I don't care for them.
Is it the grenade? Is he looking at the grenade? Because that's...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Ophelia, that would
addressing
be a good
Marcus.
time to-
Yeah, that was in
character to Marcus.
Just, Ophelia, now would be a good time to use your special skills.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Well,
Don't wait
He
until
bolts over to the grenade case.
Whoa!
Okay, maybe now. Ophelia is going to blink and like grab his wrist before like he could like get to the
Okay.
grenade.
Give me a rouse check. Okay,
Uh-huh.
good. This is going to be contested grappling. So from Ophelia, I need,
Brawl and strength.
and for Averjo to get out of it, I need Dex and Strength.
Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna reroll
Dex and
that.
strength together, both
Yes.
attributes.
Oh wait, hold on. Dex and Athletics to
Alright, I got-
wiggle your way out.
I got 5. successes.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
4,
I don't
5.
I don't think unless I get a bestial success, I can. I have a dice pool of 4 here.
We'll see.
Okay. Let's see. And 3 of those are hunger dice. Jesus. Okay. What's a blood surge?
You rouse the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you call upon your vitae, and it's like a rouse check. So you can get hungrier or you can stay the same, but you add 2 to your dice roll. Or more, depending on your blood potency.
Blood potency 4? What's that?
Let me look.
Is Wolf still here? No. Okay,
Wolf
no, he's
is-
not.
Oh,
Alright,
Wolf popped
Wolf
out.
had to hop out.
gotcha. Well, luckily the rouse check is good. I'm going to do a blood surge.
Give me
and
a second.
I don't think this. Yeah.
You can add 3.
Okay, so add 3 to it. So I have 2 successes, so I need to add 3 to it.
No, you add 3 dice to your dice pool.
Oh. Okay. So 6 total. So 3. Alright, let me roll that again.
So we have 5.
I only have 4 successes.
So, Ophelia, you catch him. You catch him and you bear hug him, and he is flailing and kicking like a wild animal. It's like trying to hold back. It's like trying to hold back a wild deer.
Ophelia
Like,
is just. She's
A
just.
deer. It's like trying to hold back the largest alligator you've ever wrestled.
Ophelia is like. Okay. Largest alligator she's ever wrestled? Maybe not. Maybe just the most human alligator she's ever wrestled. Have you seen Saltwater Crocs? The motherfuckers get huge. But she's just like, alright, I got him, Marcus. You happy now?
Hey, careful, don't hurt him.
You're
If I wanted to hurt him, I would
I
squeeze a
know
little harder.
you. You're the hungry one. The brutality in your eyes is only matched by the demons of.
You cut out a little bit at the end there.
Yeah, what'd you say at the end?
Your brutality is only matched by the demons in hell.
And it's like, well, thanks for the compliment, but I'm gay.
Can't we just open up the thing and get him the grenade? It's not like it's an actual grenade that's gonna go off.
Yes.
Plus, that's my journal.
You're starting to gain a little bit of attention as this
We
struggle
are
is going
fine.
on.
Ophelia is going to activate prowess. That's another rouse check. She gets hungrier, but now she can apply her potency to her strength. So she just
Ophelia, you've gotta
You
get him
are-
out of here.
You're attempting to squeeze him?
not really squeeze him, she's just keeping her grip. Like she activates potency to like boost up her strength a bit, so she's got that extra boost, and she's like, fine, I'll get him out of here. And she like it's like Molly, you stay here with the non-deranged Slenderman Umpa-Loompa looking motherfucker. And she
No.
just starts hobbling out.
Okay. I need a box. I need another Dex and Brawl, as
Box
well
of
as a
Doom.
Dex Athletics.
I'm gonna rouse check again to also rouse the blood.
I think
so
he's
I-
going to.
So I add 3 to mine because I have grapple, so that's 1 plus another 2 plus all of my strength and brawl. That's 11 with a messy critical.
Holy crap.
Oh. Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I do. He technically blood surged again and did get hungrier, but it doesn't matter. He can't beat her.
Ophelia, he tries to get out of your grip, but your beast growls and you squeeze. And you hear a rib crack. Averjo, it hurts. That pain. It gives you something to focus on that isn't the voices.
this alone, it all means the same. I needed the web. It calls me to a place oh, why has destiny seen me once more when I've been gone from its grasp for so long?
Ophelia, once he gets like them outside, she is gonna like semi-spin Average Joe around and just give him a good hard one across the cheek backhand style. Just smack.
Okay. I don't think you need to even like roll for it.
Nah, it happens.
Just smack.
It's like a freight train hits you.
That flashbang you saw, there's another one.
This time your vision swims. The pain continues and the well of voices seems to quiet. Sylvia, across the web, you get a twinge of pain in your jaw.
Ouch.
I need the grenade. I need the blood diamond. I need the diamond. I need the diamond of shadow.
Joe, don't make me slap you again. I will. Look at me. She grabs like Joe by like the jaw and like bends him down to like her level. Look at me in the fucking eyes, man. Look at me.
And he does.
Go on.
Ophelia's just in Ophelia's eyes. It's the same look that Ophelia always has, but I don't know if average Joe would be able to see like deeper into like the fuck shit that is Ophelia. She's just staring him in the eyes and it's like, you need to get a hold of yourself. You're bad shit, but you're not this level of bad shit. Don't make me slap you again, because the next one's gonna be harder. Get it together, man. What's going on?
Average Joe, give me a resist frenzy roll with, or would this be, give me composure and resolve.
Composure.
Plus plus one under the threat of pain.
Resolve. Where are you at? Composure. I know what that is.
I guess this would just be a willpower roll.
Oh, I found resolve. Oh, willpower? Okay. My apologies. What's a willpower roll? I know I have a willpower of 6.
I'm pretty sure just roll how much willpower you have.
So 6. Okay. Do I include hunger into this?
I think
No.
it auto does it. Like, can't you just click willpower and it'll roll it?
Yes, but I don't think he has a sheet on Roll20.
Ah.
Correct. 4 successes.
I'll say that's enough. The pain is what is causing the rest of the voices to sort of back off. Sluggish realization occurs as the lucidity that was once there, you sort of have the dregs of it return. You remember who you are, you remember who's in front of you, and you remember the grenade and why you need it.
Ophelia's still holding his jaw. It's probably a bit painful because Ophelia's got that gorilla grip strength.
Your name, Ophelia?
Alright, so now you're starting to make sense again, which means you'll probably start to piss me off again, but I don't know, you being that way was pissing me off even more.
My apologies.
I don't need to slap you again, do I?
I mean, maybe.
Ophelia reels her hand back in like an offer.
You know, why not?
And she just looks in and is like, nope, you're definitely there. But she stands like in front of the entrance and like lights a cigarette. Just
I need to get back in.
Not you tall ass fuck mucker. You're not getting back in there until you tell me exactly what happened in there, and until I know that you're not gonna go completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs around Molly again, or Rise. Marcus can handle himself.
I needed the grenade.
Don't hun me.
I didn't hun. I said I ummed me. Thank you. And I'm sorry.
Don't thank me. Thank Rise and thank Rise.
I will.
Because personally, if it were up to me, that squeeze that cracked your rib, it wouldn't have cracked your rib.
Ophelia, do you hate me?
Define hate.
Disdain.
Yes.
Why?
I disdain everybody. I've lived too damn long not to hate most people. Humans have been trying for millennia to gain immortality, yet to see the futility of it, to one day end up like these ashes in the fucking wind. Living forever isn't a blessing, it's a fucking curse. Ophelia, like, cocks her shotgun, just chink, chink.
Ophelia, I think I found a way we can get along.
No, we
For
haven't.
once.
No, we haven't.
You're not the only one that feels that way, actually. So
it's not that hard.
I won't be a nuisance. I'm back. The web doesn't usually speak to me. That's odd.
Well, like
Something
I
must
said,
be wrong.
until you explain to me what happened, you're not going back in there. And believe me, if you try to force past me, we both know it's not going to end well for you, no matter how old you are.
Well, I guess the grenade can wait for another day.
What do you need the grenade for?
The shattered blood. It's needed for the fat cat.
Shattered blood. Fat cat. Use fucking words.
It's the diamond. I need that.
It's a grenade. I'm pretty sure it's not a diamond.
Huh. That's amusing. I am an antique dealer who has given many of my worldly possessions to museums.
You look like
To
a drug
stash them.
addict.
I mean, you're not wrong. Kind of, I mean, don't tell anybody else this, but that's kind of how I keep my stashes. You know, museums are usually, kind of looks around, harder to break into, so it's a good place to stash your ancient wealth. Something I need.
That doesn't answer why you need the grenade.
Oh, it's part of the stash. Something inside. You can give them all my condolences.
No, you're not going anywhere. You're staying here. And if you don't want to stay here, I'll make you stay here. She like pulls out her phone and shoots a text to Rise, like, how's everything going in there?
Let's cut back to the floor. A security guard has rushed over kind of in the tail end. What the hell? What the hell was that? Why'd he go bonkers? What? Is
You
everything
know
okay over
how
here?
you know how PTSD can be on some people. Things are fine. We got it situated. Thank you for checking in on us.
Give me a charisma subterfuge.
So happy I maxed out my charisma. You know, I'm also gonna activate awe to add 2 to this.
Hey there, handsome. Hey, hang on. This is what Ophelia did to
what would be the
Ambrose Joe.
difficulty?
Difficulty of 1.
Ophelia, this is what Ophelia did. Yeah, that's more. It's like me doing anything strength related.
The security guard kind of like blinks and just sort of just goes, ah, yep, makes sense. Everything okay? Is he with someone that he trusts? Do you want me to call veteran services?
No, we got everything situated. We're a nice tight knit group. We got everything situated. He's probably calmed down by now. Probably having a laugh out front.
Okay. Yeah. Actually,
You know,
you look a little familiar.
Oh yeah, Marcus Payne, owner of Crown Records.
Oh, gosh. Well, it's an honor to meet you, sir. And he like holds out a hand for a handshake.
Yeah, I shake his hand. It's just like, you know, my grandfather was part of World War II, and you know, I still have his dog tags, and you know, this is just a little way for me to reconnect with him since passed away some odd years ago.
Hold
and
on
Marcus
a second.
is okay.
Sorry, repeat that.
Oh, Marcus is like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. Just kind of looking around. My grandfather was in World War II, and this is how I reconnect with him by taking a little trip through everything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, is there anything that I can help you with? Apologies for the disturbance, I suppose.
If you wouldn't mind, could you just go step out front and just make sure he is okay? I just want to make sure my friends are all right, you know? And Marcus gives like this sly smile. Like to him, he's just this is a whole act, but up front it's so genuine.
Yeah. The guard nods. Of course. I will definitely go check in on them, and I will let you know if veteran services is needed.
Thank you so much.
He nods and he walks off, leaving you alone on the floor.
Oh,
Rise, you got about 5 minutes. I don't know how long we're gonna last, so hurry up.
Yeah, definitely. And he'll go over to the case and like kind of look it over and be like, "Oh, I don't want to do this the Ophelia way. There's got to be a way to open this thing."
Do you have anything in larceny?
No, that's a good question. I do. I have 1 in larceny.
What the skippity?
Don't say that. You're too old to say that. What the skivity?
What the skivity? But you know, my Sigma Phantom tags.
We
No
don't
cap.
Anyway,
order in the house.
TV toilet.
Order in the house.
Okay. So Marcus, you also have larceny, I believe. Yeah. Yes, you have a
I
dot in
also have
larceny.
1 in larceny.
So Rise, if you would like to add 1 to your Dex and larceny roll.
Excellent. So, larceny. Whoosh.
I'm gonna say difficulty 3.
Oh boy, here we go. Nope, that's unfortunate. Let's just
I can only reroll 2.
2. Yeah, let's try that.
I will mark the willpower for you.
Thank you. Yes! Got total of 3.
Yes.
It takes a hot second, but when you feel you are just about at your wit's end, Marcus sort of gently readjusts your hand, and you hear a click, and the case is disarmed and open.
Whew. And he'll, like,
So
take
both the journal and the grenade.
Yep.
Training grenade.
Yes. And slips it into
Rise.
his bag.
Both of them?
Rise.
Yes.
Okay.
May I say something as I'm helping Rise, like fix that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Marcus kind of whispers, just a little bit here, and don't fire until you see the white of their eyes.
And with that, Rise kind of, like, tenses up. And then starts to slowly relax again. I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry. I didn't say. Did I stutter or something? I'm so sorry.
And Rise tenses up again. He's like, and he'll pull away from Marcus, kind of like covering his mouth a little. Like, I think I need to go.
Are you okay, Rise?
Yeah, it's just a phantom of my past, I guess. You sounded familiar.
Familiar?
Yeah, but that can't be possible. We've never met before, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. You know.
Yeah.
You know, maybe just take a lap outside.
And
That might get
Marcus,
some fresh
I
air.
need Marcus, I need wits and subterfuge. No, wait, not wits and subterfuge. I need composure and subterfuge. Rise, I need wits and insight.
Where'd my insight go? Found it. Okay.
Straight rolls from both.
Three.
1.
Wow.
Rise, you know that Marcus is lying.
You made me do laps. And Rise is kind of like starting to panic a little bit. He's like, no, it was your voice on that field. Wait a minute. Does Joshua even exist?
Oh yeah, no, Joshua, it definitely exists. He is my legitimate brother.
But
however, the Joshua you know versus the Joshua that exists are two completely different people.
Rise is kind of like backing up again, staring Marcus down. How long have you known?
Not very long have I pieced everything together.
So you're telling me you knew it was me? You were Colonel Joshua Payne?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Basically. Rise is like, is it possible to feel sick? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Rise. I know this is a lot. I know this is a lot to take in.
a lot to take in. The things I said, the things I admitted, oh God.
The few things you did say not too long ago, just before we came in here, yeah.
Yeah. So, about that.
Thanks for the compliment. Let's leave it there.
Sure.
But I wasn't trying to do anything to hurt you or upset you. I kind of pieced everything together, but I wasn't 100% sure. This kind of solidified it today.
Even with Garrett?
I mean, Garrett was with a lot of people who he helped during the time. Like, I kind of got the idea then, but I fully wasn't sure. I was like 94%. This just made it 100. Look, I know your acolytes. I watched you go from a private to one of the greatest decorated people in the service.
It was all
I'm
thanks
sure you
to
have
you.
I'm sure you have a ton of questions for me, but he kind of looks around. Here is not the place, and this is not the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. What is... Oh. Yeah, I think we need to talk. Soon.
Let's grab everyone. Let's head to Broken. I'll answer any questions you have there. Okay?
Can it...
As you...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry?
Can it... Rise kind of looks away, playing with his dog tags. I don't want the others to know yet.
That's just a good place for everyone to come together. I'm sure Ophelia can get us a place for me and you to sit down and have a conversation.
Okay.
Alright? Let's get out of here.
Right.
As you make your way out, you see one of the pages highlighted from your journal, Rise. You see that it describes a battle. A battle traveling back from the French line back towards Belgium. Just a few miles away, there was an outpost. And there was an ambush. It details how Colonel Joshua Payne rescued as many of the hit soldiers as possible and loaded them onto the back of an old rickety ambulance while you took the wheel and drove away.
Rise.
The platoon is named three names. The men in the back of your ambulance. Next to them says deceased. One man says survived, but passed after the war. But he has a next of kin. One man made it out alive.
Rise will kind
You never
of...
knew what happened to those soldiers.
He's like gently touching the page, looking at the names, and he kind of smiles a little. At least one of you made it out. before
head
he'll
outside.
close the book and put it away.
This is in the exhibit. A page has been photocopied, highlighted, and translated. And the names that were highlighted there are descriptions detailing each of them. Who they were.
Okay.
Where they came from. How they died. Most were from combat injuries, but the one man, though he had lost a limb, he made it out and went on to marry and have children.
Rise is all like, huh.
You all head outside, where Ophelia is still confronting Averjo.
Rise will walk up. Averjo, are you okay?
He's got a couple cracked ribs, but he'll be fine.
Nothing a drink can't handle.
And possibly a dislocated jaw.
Rise will kind of glare over at Ophelia. I was asking Averjo.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't blame Ophelia. A little bit extra, but hey, what do you expect from Ophelia? I mean, I feel pretty much the same way I felt when I came to the place, so not too different.
Well,
Feels like the itches are coming back.
He smiles. I think I might have something for you. And he'll kind of look to make sure nobody's looking, and he'll take out the grenade for Averjo. You wanted this, right?
Perfect! It's exactly what I wanted!
I don't know why you want an old training grenade, but
Oh,
there
that's
you go.
simple. He takes it, snaps off the top, crushes it in his hand, and then wipes away the rubble, and inside is a ruby red diamond.
Oh! I didn't expect
oh.
that.
That adds a lot more sense to the rambling. You guys finish up here. I have something to take care of. And she goes in by herself. Back in.
Oh.
Ophelia.
You are please.
Well, you know what? I got what I came for. He leads in. Reese, are you the one who gave it to him?
Yes, Rise did.
Rise, yes.
Rise. He says, "Thank you, Rise." Gives you the French goodbye, kiss on each cheek, and goes over to Marcus. Does the same. All right. Destiny called through the web, which it doesn't do ever. So, bye. And he runs off.
Oh. Stay
Averjo.
safe!
Averjo disappears into the night.
I can never understand that guy. But he's funny.
Definitely a highlight of my day. Every time.
A
Rise.
single tear runs down Fox's face.
Rise will
Is
look
Molly
over
with us or with Ophelia?
No.
Ophelia went back inside.
Alone. She
I don't
went
know
back
where
alone.
Molly is.
Molly is with. She told them to stick. So Molly is with you guys. Ophelia's went in alone.
Molly sort of gives an apologetic smile and runs after Ophelia.
So, why do you think Ophelia went back?
I don't ever question anything that woman does.
I mean, I just don't want her to break everything, you know? That's kind of our history in a weird way.
That strangely, yes, but also, do you want to be the one to go up and question her?
I might be the only one who can get away with it. Or
Valid
Molly.
point. Marcus kind of hops up onto the back of his car, and he's like, well, we got a minute. I can answer some questions of yours.
That's true. Rise will kind of like lean against the car, like not really looking at Marcus. So, did you go?
Interesting story. After my training with you guys, I was pulled to a secret division where they had me and a few others infiltrate the Nazi regime and report back to the United States government.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls up a list of everyone that was a part of it, and he points to himself under a different alias. I forget the actual name. And it reads like graduated chicken farmer
No
as a job
way.
title.
No way. You were him? You were the Garcia?
Yeah,
Oh.
got in pretty deep there.
Yeah, no dip. You were the whole turning point of the war. Why are you a chicken farmer? Is that part of your disguise? Oh, I have so many questions.
Quick rundown. Parents owned a farm, mostly chickens. Kinda decent cover story because I didn't have to lie too much. I mean, the graduated thing was just fucking bullshit the United States government covered for me, but that was funny. I didn't think they were actually gonna go for it.
Oh my gosh. The Garbo, in person. Oh, I never thought I'd get a chance. I never thought I'd get a chance to meet any of the spies of World War II. No wonder you left. The colonel just told me you transferred, and I was so, oh my god, I was so angry. And then I was so sad, and then I just never, then you never came back.
I mean, I really couldn't talk about it to anybody. I couldn't really tell anyone.
I guess.
They needed me to tell the highest commander, and that was Garrett under me. Well, I was under him technically, but that was who I could actually tell about what was really going on, and he was sworn to secrecy.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was really good at keeping secrets.
I mean, if any of that got out, that would have been his head, my head, everyone else's, all the spies. Who knows how that war would have turned out if he squealed.
That's true. Garrett was never one to crack under pressure, even pressure from one of his subordinates.
Quite literally.
Did you
Go ahead.
Did you ever, he's kind of like twiddling with his thumbs, staring at them, ever think about me?
Well, I thought about everybody. I was really concerned about all of you. And, I kept checking the papers every day and looking to see if any of you guys got hurt. When I saw you got a fucking medal, I almost cried.
Well, I mean, does it really count? It was a medal after I got embraced. It was another ambush.
You still fucking did it, though. Like, you still got people there.
I guess.
Momento.
No problem.
Let's hop over to Ophelia. Molly sort of rushes to catch up.
She's already at like a very particular exhibit, a section of the exhibit that focuses on D-Day.
Baby, what's wrong? Why'd you come back in?
Oh, I'm just and like Ophelia doesn't show her face, but like a tear goes down her cheek. Just
Honey.
Saying goodbye, I guess.
Molly slowly walks up and gently hugs one of your arms.
She, with her other arm, she points to two men in the picture who look a lot like Ophelia, but like one is older and one is younger, and it's my older and my younger brother. They got drafted. This was this is the day before they went on to D-Day. The last thing I ever said to them was I wish they'd never been born because we had gotten into a big argument. If I'd known that that'd be the last time I'd see them, I would have said something different. But hindsight is 20/20, I suppose. But so I saw it before you guys got in here, but just wanted to say goodbye.
Oh,
A
honey.
proper
I'm so sorry.
goodbye. And she's like looking at the picture, and she's like, "Mom died, or way before when I was young. Pa, he was already struggling at that point. Times were tough. By then, I'd already become a kindred. When we heard about what happened at D-Day, Dad went to bed one night and then just never woke up, apparently.
I'm so sorry.
I lost the majority of my family, other than my mother, basically within the span of 6 months. It's why I left. I had nothing left here. Marco kept pestering me, but I still had my family, so I stayed. Pa never questioned why I only tended to the fields and the animals at night. And always took care of me. He made sure that I was taken care of. Never questioned me hanging out with Marco. Didn't approve of it. But he didn't question it when I brought my first girlfriend home. He was a good man. And she points to her brothers. They were two. If it wasn't for the damn war, it would have probably been different. He was on track to being an engineer. Got calls from like early NASA back then, like way back early NASA. Younger brother, man, he had like 0 street smarts, but he could draw. Fuck, he could paint. If you could see some of the art that he made, then it would put half the shit that Van Gogh created to shame. But war happened, and when I heard what happened to them, I just I don't know. Something in me broke that day. When I lost everything. I burned that house down, along with the crops. I don't even know what's there anymore. That entire section is almost completely untouched. We lived so far out in bumfuck, I wouldn't even know how to get to it anymore. Their graves are in the Boston Cemetery. I paid to have them made. I paid to have mine put there too, so when I eventually go, I won't have to be buried. I'll already have my place.
Ophelia,
Yeah?
would you consider Molly as a touchstone?
Yes.
As you continue, Molly hugs you. At the end of your story, she hugs you tight and kisses you and wipes your tears away. You are so strong. You're the strongest person that I have ever met. I know that you say that you don't have much of a heart anymore. But I swear, to the ends of the earth, to the end of time, I will give you as much of my heart that you need so that you know that you're not alone. That you don't have to keep on shouldering the burden of the world. I'm here, Ophelia. You're not alone in this vast expanse of time anymore. You have me. You have Rise, Marcus, Sylvia, Jade.
Yeah. I guess I just got so used to being Atlas. When you're this strong, you get used to shouldering everything. Even now I still shoulder so much, mostly for the fact that it's hard to trust. And I've told you about the things that happened to me before I was Kindred. It's
Do you
hard.
trust me?
Molly, if I had to choose, Molly, if I had to choose between losing your trust and a stake to the heart, let me become Ash right this instant.
Let me share your burden. And she kisses you before you can answer.
Ophelia just kind of is shaking. Like, I don't want to be like Marco.
You're not like him. You never were.
Ophelia is just, what if it doesn't work?
And we'll find another way.
You don't deserve this longevity. You deserve knowing that you could one day rest. This life, it's pain. Never knowing when you might finally know true rest. I'm tired. Molly, I am so damn tired. I'm so damn tired, Molly. I'm tired.
I know.
I've been tired.
Please let me help you rest. Ophelia, you feel something stir in your heart. You feel your beast shrink a little bit. You regain a point of humanity.
Holy shit, wait, what?
Molly is a touchstone now.
For those of you who don't know, that's like near impossible to do.
Because you opened up and established this point of humanity, this is how you regain humanity. One of the ways I've heard.
Ophelia just like looks at Molly, just. I promised myself that I would never torment someone with my same fate. I want to allow you to take some of my burden, but I can't let you live like I live.
You don't have to embrace me yet. But I love you, Ophelia, and I didn't need any of your blood to tell you that.
Ophelia is like, takes like a deep, even though she doesn't need to, she takes a deep breath and just, it's like shaky. She like places her hand on the glass of like her brothers, and she almost feels their hands on her shoulders and just hears them like, I forgive you. She just 80 years. I spent 80 years blaming myself for them.
Now you can work to be better for them.
And she just
You always deny it, but you are a good person, Ophelia. You've just been beaten down so much into believing that you're not.
I'm a monster.
You've done monstrous things, but you're not a monster. Not to me.
Never to you. Never to you, Molly. The day I am a monster to you is the day I am a monster to you is the day I take as the day that I need you to do something for me, Molly. Average Joe, what the fuck are you doing?
Fox, I swear to fucking God.
And she's just Ophelia takes the like massive Smith and Wesson and she like looks at Molly. This has incendiary rounds. If I am ever the level of monster to you that I have been in the past, she holsters it again. I need you to end me. I cannot live knowing that I was cruel to you.
I swear.
Swear to me, Molly, that if I ever lose myself again, if I ever go down that line again and I can't be brought back, promise me you won't hesitate.
I promise. I swear to the ends of the earth, every god or deity or spirit out there,
Don't
I
swear
won't
to the
let...
gods. They mean nothing to me. Swear to me. The gods be damned, for their power has left this world long ago. They have slept and they have allowed this torment to continue on for longer than it deserves. The gods had abandoned us long ago. Do not swear by the gods. Swear to me, because I am the only thing in this world that I know for sure.
Molly places a hand over your heart. I swear. Until my heart gives out, I swear.
Swear beyond it.
I
Swear for your
swear.
existence.
I swear to you. I will do everything in my power to follow your wish.
And Ophelia just hugs Molly and it's like, can I get just some more time with them?
Yes.
Alone, please.
I'll be just around the corner whenever you need.
You can go out to Marcus and Rise. I'll be in a bit out in a bit. Just need to look at the exhibit and clean myself up.
Molly nods and gives you another hug and kiss. I'm always here.
Once Molly leaves, Ophelia looks back at the picture, and uh she takes something out of her pocket that she always kept in her pocket, and it's 2 sets of dog tags. And she holds her hand over the casing of the pictures, and her hand is shaking a lot, but she sets them down on the case and just, you don't have to watch over me anymore. I'm strong now. I have people I can trust. People who love me. You all can rest now. I'm sorry for worrying you for so long. I know you're watching. You always have. You always have. I did what you didn't want, Pa. I work at a bar now. I well, I basically own it. Um, Johnny, you wanted to own a whole stretch of Boston. I own a whole chunk of New Orleans now. Daniel, I may not be smart like you. Not going up to space anytime soon, but I got real good with numbers, but I also Leon, he helps me with that stuff. Little Lana, I know you never made it, so you were never even born, but God, I bet you would have been beautiful. A grace to the gods, let them be damned. Fuck. And Ma, I know you said sorry. I know that I'm sorry for resenting you for so long. I'm sorry for resenting all of you for so long. I hope none of you gave up on me like I gave up on you. I'm sorry. You can rest now.
Just for a moment, feel a warmth on either side of you. You catch a whiff, an old stale cologne, a breathy chuckle, perhaps the faintest tap on your shoulder.
She like perks up and like looks around.
There's no one there, but you feel that warmth surround you for just a moment, reaffirming that little bit of humanity.
She just like
you faintly hear. You faintly hear. Take care of yourself. And the warmth and that scent disappear.
She like, to Ophelia, it feels as if like a huge weight has been lifted off her. Not all of the weight, but probably the heaviest of them. Just, and she reaches into her wallet, pulls out like an old photograph of her and her family, and she just looks at everyone. Just, I'll make y'all proud. Best I can. She folds it back up. She puts her wallet back in her pocket. She wipes her face. She calms down, and then she leaves the dog tags and she walks out of the exhibit.
Back outside. Rise, Marcus, you see Molly walking out, and it looks like she's crying.
Rise will kind of glance at Marcus and be like, "We'll continue this later," as he walks over to Molly. "Molly, what's wrong?"
Nothing's wrong. Do you ever just love a person so much, and when they break, you break?
Rise will pull out a handkerchief, gently wiping her face. Is, Ophelia...
Oh. She's okay. She's safe. She just needed a moment. It's not my place to tell, but
Rise will kind of just, like, wrap his arms around her, holding her close.
I love her so much, Rise.
I know. And she loves you. That's plain as day.
She'll be out in a sec. She wanted some time alone.
That's fair.
Oh, you want to take a seat in the car? I got some tea, and a bag of chips.
I'll be okay.
Sure?
Yeah. She sort of smiles and continues to wipe her tears away. I'm so proud of her. She does care about all of you, you know?
In
She doesn't
her own.
want to see you. She doesn't want to see you guys get hurt. Even though she might be gruff and rude and mean. She's been through a lot. And she doesn't want anyone to go through what she had to go through.
Yeah.
And if that means pushing people away, she does.
Wordlessly, Marcus is just gonna give Molly a hug. Just
For once, there's no eyes at the back of your head, and Molly hugs the both of you tight and cries.
Rise will kind of do a glance to Marcus as they're all kind of hugging. He'll offer a kind of smile, and then just kind of wordlessly continue to hug them both.
a big goofy grin comes across Marcus's face.
Rise has that look of if you crack a joke, it better be good. Otherwise, I'm gonna slap you. But Rise will kind of glance at Molly and be like, "You okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just wait for Ophelia and go to Broken. I think all of us could use a drink tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we could. There's a lot of stuff happening tonight, huh?
Yeah, there's quite a bit more that you didn't really quite get to catch, but we have a lot get through.
Rise
I
laughs. Yeah.
I
It'll
won't
be.
pry. I won't pry. I know I kind of intruded upon tonight, but I have no leg to stand on here other than supporting Ophelia.
Fair. But Miss Molly,
You can... Mhm.
next time I have a diary, perhaps you could keep your thoughts to yourself? He kind of smiles, that shows that he's kind of joking.
She chuckles and wipes her eyes. Okay. Sorry
Marcus
about
is
that.
actually coughing. He choked on something. He wasn't even drinking
Air.
anything. He just started choking.
Yeah. Molly just sort of like smiles a bit knowingly. Okay.
Cool. He'll like glance up at the entrance, watching Ophelia walk out.
As she walks out, there's something different about her. The look, the usually the usual neutral, almost dead in the eye look that she has is not there anymore. It's still a fairly neutral look, but now it's just a casual look almost.
A little bit warmer than it was before. Which is saying a lot for Ophelia.
And as soon as she steps outside, she lights a cigarette, clicks it shut, and she walks up to Rise and Marcus like, "Phew,
The biggest
Idiot.
grin on Rise's face.
you two idiots been waiting long?"
We had a decent amount of conversation to go through while you were in there.
And still feels like so much more.
All right, well, let's head to Broken. Drinks on me tonight. I'll get you guys a private booth. It's on
Rise
me.
is
My
kind
treat.
of like leaning in towards Ophelia with just a smile. He like slowly reaches out and just wraps his arm around her in a hug and is like, yay!
Ophelia looks at Rise, and there's that brief moment of like violent rage in there, but then it quickly subsides as Ophelia just ruffles his hair and just gives a chuckle. It's not, by this point, Ophelia has never laughed in front of you guys before. Just
As Rise
What
pulls
the fuck
back,
was that?
he's like
You're a
so happy.
you're a goofball. You guys know that?
I know I am.
You're a couple of characters. Come on, I'm thirsty. Let's get going. Or am I gonna have to race ya? She's got like a smirk on her face. Like, am I gonna have to race you, Marcus, or are we gonna get going? You didn't buy this 800 horsepower son of a bitch just to drive it in the slow lane.
Oh. In this point, Marcus, jacket off, vest off, suspenders. Like, he has his dress pants and suspenders up. He drops a pair of sunglasses and rolls up his sleeves. Oh, let's hit this fucking gas. And he hops in the front seat, like Dukes of Hazzard style, like through the window.
Make a
Ophelia-
death reflex. I'm kidding.
No, yeah,
Just falls over.
Ophelia puts Rise in the back seat with Molly, and she sits in the front. Like, in case something goes wrong, I'd much prefer that you guys don't go flying out the front. Capiche?
Fair.
Marcus, hit this shit.
Oh, Marcus puts puts pedal to the metal, just 0 to 250 in like 3 seconds.
Ophelia, while they're like driving like super fast, would they probably drive by like the shore at some point, or at some kind of big body of water, Moon, while this?
Yeah, let's say you guys are by the river.
As they're like going by the river, Ophelia takes that picture. She's hanging out the window a little bit. She takes that picture as it flaps in the wind, and she gives it one last kiss and lets it go into the wind with just goodbye.
Rise is in the back
As
trying
you
not to
look out
die.
Across, as you look out over the bay of the river. We move back over to Alistair. The library has long since closed to the public. Sylvia managed to finagle special permission. The doors are all locked. The lights in the main area are pretty much all off. You're still poring over different tomes, trying to translate this page. It's slow going, and your brain feels like it's about to go numb. But soon, you feel another presence in the room.
Who's there? Alistair rises out of his seat and walks over to see who has intruded upon his privacy.
Your cue, Fox.
Oh shit! I didn't know that was me. Okay. There is. You're looking out the window. Also, just sorry, real quick, like, Moon, and Spider, mwah, magnifique, beautiful.
It was supposed to be a chaos session. Let's do a brief check-in. How are y'all doing?
So good.
I
I'm
was
good, but
crying.
like
I was crying in real life at that because like
I also teared up.
I was getting really into character.
I swear, I wish I could hug all of you right now. This was like, oh my god, the feels.
This is what This is what I've been like trying to like. This is like you like last time you were like, I'm glad to see that Ophelia is a deep character, and I'm like, oh, you have no idea. Now I was actually able to like show that like Ophelia is just basically carrying the weight of the world on her back.
I know.
It's so good.
So good. Anyway,
Now-
sorry. Doing
Sorry, I
great.
had to
Also
blush
kinda-
over your scene. I had to. It's so good.
It's also crazy because like, Salem, you weren't here from like the beginning of the campaign, but everyone else except for Fox basically
And me.
seen Ophelia. Yeah, and you have seen like Ophelia from like the beginning, and it was like, just like, oh, it started off as just brutish Bruja, and then it's like, oh wait, no, there's more to this.
Ophelia,
It's been a hell of a ride.
I know the conversation we have to have later.
I love it so much. I really want to see both Averjo and Ophelia break together at some point. It's so good.
I was not expecting to get humanity back because Ophelia.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is accurate, but I read that the formation of a new touchstone
Let me go.
gives
pee
you a
real quick
point
and I'll
of
be right back.
gives you a point of humanity. That's one of the ways to do it. There's, I believe in V20 you had to spend an exorbitant amount of XP, but the moment was just too poignant not to, if that makes sense.
Indeed.
Yep. So it says so for reference, Ophelia was at Humanity 5. At this level, most Kindred only care for their touchstones and may manifest some minor physical eeriness or malformation. Rules work similar to that to the above. Otherwise, take 1 die penalty in rolls to interact with mortals. Take 2 die penalty for the pool for faking intercourse. Torpor length 1 year. So basically, at that point, Ophelia was basically, like, as she described, she was a monster. Humanity 6, it's still not that good. Those who at this level are not horrific monsters who will still do what they need to survive, regardless if they must kill somebody for it.
I'm back.
Oh, even with the Blush of Life, they must make a composed plus stamina task against difficulty 3 to keep food and drink down for 1 hour. So by this point, Ophelia can now technically eat food now.
Yeah, so you can add some protein powder.
Protein. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So when I was going back, you guys didn't see me do this. I added some protein.
Anyway.
Grabbed out some bone marrow.
Anyways,
back to scene.
Back into the scene. I will say, Averjo, you are inside at this point.
Oh, in that case, I wasn't expecting that. So, in that case, that changes the narrative
Yes,
of my mind.
let me reset the scene. So Alistair, basically you have been given special permission. Sylvia managed to finagle, like, you're allowed to stay there as long as you put the books back in the return bin and you make sure everything is locked and then head out. As you are working, you slowly become aware of a presence in the room.
Alistair feels a slight sensation on the back of his neck, and he peers into the darkness as he rises out of his seat. Who's there?
It is I.
Alverjo, correct?
Yes. Is it? Remind me again. We have not interacted in character hardly very much.
Alistair.
No, Bubble, no, we haven't. Alistair, sorry. I just wasn't expecting to see anyone else here tonight.
Well, it's amusing how fate stitches things together, unusually so. Do you mind if I take a seat?
No, not at all. I've just been working on this translation, and it's just been very slow. And do you happen to know any Enochian by chance?
Enochian. Maybe in a past lifetime. But hey, accessing lifetimes is kind of fun, so maybe. Possibly. Probably.
Alistair decides to take a shot in the dark and slides the image of the grimoire page to Avrajo to take a look at.
Perfect. As we wait, how I'm going to play this out is that Moon's the keeper of the lore. I know as out of character, above table, and hardly anything. But in character, I'd like to go about the process of what goes on and play the scene out a bit more. So, Averjo takes the book and kind of eyes it. You wouldn't. Two things, Alistair, right? Do you have anything to drink? And also, do you have a phone?
I pass my phone to Avrajo, and I look around in in my bag to fish out a blood bag that Rise slipped in there as we were heading to Broken last.
Perfect. Takes the phone, takes the blood bag, and drinks. And you look like he looks fucked up. You know that we don't breathe, and he's breathing heavily. It masked poorly, even. And he sips on the Capri Sun of blood. And as he takes the phone out, he scrolls on something and then sets it down, and music starts to play. Some nice lo-fi, amusingly. And yes, you do see the woman doing homework with a cat on the windowsill picture as it's going. Just kind of takes a look at it. This looks familiar. Might even be able to translate some of this.
Hmm. I
Alistair.
will.
Oh,
Hmm?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Nope. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just filling space. Go ahead. Please tell me what I need to roll.
Let's see. I'm gonna say, do you have anything in occult?
Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Let me look at my character sheet. Do do do. Now I'm looking at it right now. I'm scrolling over to occult. I have no dots in occult, so I'm very sad.
Okay. I will say this will be intelligence and resolve.
So, intelligentsia. Okay. What's the DC?
Ooh, I'm gonna say
Do I get any bonuses for being Methuselah?
+1 because Alistair has been translating. So there's words and theories there.
Okay.
Joined.
Jade.
Ooh la la.
Oh, Jade.
Hello! You've
Jade.
missed a lot!
Jade. And so, Jade, you missed like probably the only
That's
the
fair.
most intense thing I have ever said.
We
in
should
my
have
entire
recorded.
life.
Please.
It
did
is.
anybody
It's
record?
recorded. It's recorded. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Yes.
You'll be
So-
able to listen back. Anyways.
Anyway, continue.
So I will say +1 because Alistair has translated, and +1 because you've been on Earth a very long time.
All right, and the DC is
4.
okay. Here we go. Success.
Rose, Jesus Christ.
I've gotten 4 successes.
Ah. You may not be able to translate, but you get the message.
Old fart bonus. Goddamn, that's so good.
That's why I was laughing.
Yep. He adds down the translations and then sits for a moment and looks at Alistair. Tonight's been a interesting night, and the fate stitchers seemed fit to tie me to you for the night. Who are you, Alistair?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't need to figure out what I mean. You just have to speak your truth. Who are you? I'll let fate decide how you answer.
Alistair looks at the translation that Avajo has compiled.
What does it say, Moon?
I am writing it out to the best of my knowledge. I will double check with Salem to see.
You did pin it in our message, right?
I did, but I'm writing a pared down version.
Okay.
And I think Averjo actually. Oh,
Do not quote this yet.
Okay.
Averjo kind of pulls the paper back before you can actually read what he's translated. Yeah, Alistair, I don't get to make many friends. And I know we don't know each other too well, but I've been emboldened by a new friend. And I would like to continue the streak of unusual good luck. I mean no intricate fallacies when I ask you who you are. I just ask you, then who do you want to be?
Thing is, for the longest time, I always abided by what I was expected to do, because it was the only way I could survive. I was so adamant about not following in the footsteps of my parents when I was human. But starting to second guess who exactly I am. Because this page. I feel like something very important has been kept from me. And I do not know how I'm going to answer that question after I find out what secret's been concealed.
So you're a truth seeker. Would I be correct?
More like an identity seeker.
Many of those have fallen away. Though it is such a beautiful task to continue. Well, here. You see, it says something. You know what? No. I'll just give you this paper after I tell you my truth then. Something that nobody knows. Would you like that?
I don't know why you would trust someone you barely know with such a truth, but if you feel...
Call it a fleeting moment of lucidity that comes around every 100 years.
If you feel so inclined, then I would like to hear it.
Good. And please, for the sake of my story, don't forget it.
I won't.
I was an author. I was a stenographer. I was somebody who wrote down and read every book there was. I was there when the Tower of Babel fell. I was there in the great library and read every single book there. And all of that is stored in a failing, flesh-covered carcass that sits within my head. The Inquisition wants it. Nobody else knows about it, except now you. Keep it to your heart. Be scared. Be excited. And seek the truths and the knowledge that nobody has. Because once in a lifetime or two, things fall into place. Now why don't you take this paper and give it a good read? Maybe you'll find the new truth that you see.
Alistair ponders Avasho's words, takes the paper and reads the summarized translation that he has managed to compile.
I'll let Moon do that.
I need one more investigation and intelligence roll. Well, no, you don't have an investigation. I need one more occult and intelligence roll.
Can I give him a bonus somehow, actively?
I'll say you get +2 from both Averjo helping and because you've worked at this for hours now.
So that's a +2 to my dice pool?
Yes, I will say this is a straight roll.
Okay. 4 successes.
You read the summary. You read it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And each time, it has a hard and bitter truth that only becomes more clear. All of the information points to it. And when ruling out, what's the old quote? You rule out, hold on. It's like something, you rule out the, here it is. When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Alistair, this paper says the reason the clan Tremere exists is because they diablerized Salubri. They were clanless to start with, and they ascended to what they are now, what you are now. And that is the truth.
Interesting, isn't it?
Alistair stares at this paper, feeling completely numb, heart racing, unable to believe what he's seeing, and yet he is seeing it.
What is it that you see?
Your mind continues to race. Why Aaliyah was so interested in Rise and also seemed to warn him. Oh, wait, no, this hasn't happened yet. Never mind. Your mind continues to race.
Tell me, what goes on behind those eyes?
They lied to me.
Who?
They told me that it was only the Sabbat that was responsible for it. This debt was paid in blood, and our ledger is soaked red with it.
Are you surprised? How do you feel?
All this time, I've been defending them, upholding their code. A code that literally states that no secrets can be kept from either of us. And yet, they keep this from me.
I remember when the decision was made. And they drained all of them. It reminds me of the wars where internment camps were there. Blood flowing, pouring as if fountains, down out of sanguine, dry bodies. It was a long time ago. It was a dark time.
I am the child to a clan of liars.
So you know your past. And you're reeling from it, consistent in the present. What do you think your future will be?
I don't know anymore.
Well, I think we're about to find out.
Alistair sits there, his hands shaking, his blood boiling with rage at the utter betrayal that he has just uncovered. The one person he should have been able to trust, who brought him into this world of death and blood and unlife.
And there is one more relic of this bloody past somewhere in this city. Someone that Alistair has met and has shared, has sat at the same table, in the same car, fought alongside him when his clan did the utmost monstrous things to them. It is the reason why Salubri are so rare, why Rise is seen as an oddity, why people are wary Tremere. Everything is making sense now. Why your sire told you to avoid Tremere, to avoid Salubri, should you ever see them. Why they are so invested in learning about the Sabbat. What other secrets are buried in the past, the present, and the future? That is a tale for another night. And that is where we end tonight's session.
Damn.